Righty-ho. So, let me brief you a little more thoroughly. When we left the game last time, you had just boarded a ship in a junk in Nobioka and donned your seaman's costumes and were rushing around the deck trying to look as though you understood the orders you were given. If we quote the Princess Bride, pull on that! No, pull on this! Yes, you do not have a short guy with a horrible ego in charge of the ship, just for your relief. Okay, anyway, the ship sets sail to head down the coast, and you are summoned into the captain's cabin, and there are a couple of the more senior members, including Ichidu, who will explain what is going to happen. They have a strike team which is going to try and hit the Yakuza's headquarters simply to cause trouble. But that is more a diversion. What they want you to do is get in there and get rid of some of the more profitable activities of the rat gang in Miyazaki. To that extent, they want you to invade the poorer section of the docks. Let me move you to another sheet, and you can see what they mean, and then decide what you want to do. You can discuss this as the ship sails down the coast.
Well, so this is the 20th Mitsuki now, yeah?
I would have to double check the date.
Yeah, we were leaving on the morning of the 20th, I think.
Fair enough. In that case, you should hopefully find yourselves on a rather badly drawn sketch map of that area of the docks.
Nothing bad about that, Dave. That's a thing of beauty, mate. That is a thing of beauty.
Nonsense! It's hand-drawn rubbish. But the guy they had do the scouting expedition wasn't actually particularly well trained in calligraphy. So this is a poorer area of the docks. He doesn't they don't guarantee it 100%. This is what he managed to pick up while working there. But they believe that the main profitable areas for the rabbits in this area, there's a gambling den here and a brothel here that cater to this area of the docks. They believe that they've got guard posts here and here and here. Those two are obviously to deal with any problems in the gambling den. Those two are to make sure that the ladies of the brothel do not escape and that the customers don't do anything they're not supposed to. And those two, they think, are where the bulk of the Yakuza tend to kip when they're not otherwise engaged. There's probably Yakuzas sleeping in the various other places as well, but those are the two main money-earning areas. They believe that all the other buildings on the docks are just populated by dock workers, but obviously they haven't been able to go in and check. They don't know the internals out of any of these. It is a poor area of the docks. As far as they can make out, most of the shacks are in ill repair. They've basically got leather hung over the doors because it's quick access for the Yakuza, etc., and it keeps the cold air out at night. But the aim would be for them to dock the ship after at dusk, so there isn't time to unload the cargo, etc. They'll probably get shaken down by the rabbits for a docking fee. Fair enough, they'll pay that up. You lot stay under decks with the rest of the team, and then probably about 3 o'clock in the morning, You go ashore, and effectively you should be able to get to here without being noticed. And they will send Yanagi and one of their team off to gain control of the ferries. And then when you complete your work, if you exit off this side of the map, then you will be deemed to have made it to the ferries. And then they will move you across the water.
You don't mean Yanagi, though?
Pardon?
You don't mean Yanagi, because I'm here.
Sorry, Murray. Asakura. My apologies. Asakura. Yeah, my apologies. Mistaken identity. They have 5 members of their team that they will assign to accompany you and follow your orders and assist you in dealing with matters.
Strike team.
Do they have another team apart from those 5?
Oh yes.
Where are they going?
They're heading off for the headquarters. To prevent. It's somewhere off this map. Basically, I will just run that as a separate little fight. They're not actually intending to do a tremendous amount there. They're basically going to cause a disturbance. So, and because it's their headquarters, any reinforcements on the docks will head for their headquarters rather than this area. Okay? Now, hopefully, you should just be able to deal with the Yakuza. There's likely to be not a lot going on in the gambling hall at 3 o'clock in the morning. There may be something going on in the brothel. Depends. Who knows? But the gambling hall normally shuts down about 1, 2 in the morning. The dockers should all be asleep. If they wake up, they would rather you didn't actually kill any of them. You may be able to just intimidate them and tell them to keep out of it. They don't know. There may be 1 or 2 have been paid to come in and help the rabbits if need be, but generally they should.
What exactly do they want us to do? What exactly is that they want us to do? Because, like you say, if the gambling den is shut down.
Oh, it may be shut down in that there will be no gambling going on.
Okay.
However, getting in there, wrecking it, nicking anything that's not tied down, killing or knocking out any Yakuza, blah, 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 blah. As far as the brothel is concerned...
That's fair enough. Trashing the place, basically.
Yeah.
Trash the place. They would like any Yakuza you come across to be taken out. Whether that's knocked unconscious, given a broken arm or a broken leg, or killed, they don't really mind. Dockers prefer them not to be killed, but if you have to, well, you know, sad, but they're not members of their gang.
Okay.
And what do the on the map that you've got there, the brown bits that are sort of coloured in and the stripy bit down the middle and
quick explanation.
Yeah.
The land obviously runs around here. You can see there. There is one main jetty that runs out. That's this stripy thing.
So these buildings are all on the water, and that's the
These are all on stilts over the water. Yes. So the shore is here. Anything outside the land is over the water.
And the brown is wooden jetties.
The jetty, it was a proper jetty that was built out. The brown stripy bits are planks or bits of jetty suspended off pilings or off the edge of the buildings. So the access would be from the land, and then where planks meet a building, there's probably an access. So as far as they can see, your route may well be to go in here, go into the gambling hall, out here and deal with the guards, hit the brothel, and then head out this way.
Mm-hmm.
But Yeah, that's up to you. You're the experts in this sort of thing.
And we have to get back
Sounds
out
good
to
to
the
me.
boat out here.
If
Off
you
the left-hand side of the map, yes.
basically, if you exit off the left-hand side of the map, then I will assume that you make it safely to the boats.
So I think we do as they suggest: hit the gambling den, out the back
Then
of the
the
gambling
brothel.
den, take the guards out, through the brothel, take out any guards we meet, and then
that
back
side.
onto the land and skedaddle.
Yeah.
I'll do
I
we
was
stay
gonna
together.
say, is it okay to say if we do come across some dockers, because we're these are on stilts, aren't they? So we can push people into the water, can't we?
Yeah, no trouble.
Yes.
Things like
Well,
that.
if they
So
try
we
and
don't-
stop you, then if they try and stop you, then knock them out if possible.
Yeah,
Otherwise, tell them
just
to go away.
I was planning
Oh,
on
give him a
using
shove.
non-lethal damage all round, like, hopefully, but we'll see what happens.
Well, if you knock a Yakuza unconscious and then drop him in the water, well, you know, if he comes around, the water will bring him round. If not, well, sad.
I can knock him out there. If the water decides to kill him, the water decides to kill him.
Yes,
If
it's
you
death
breathe
or
on the
it
water,
will
that's our problem.
be. Yeah, exactly. You should have learned to breathe underwater, motherfucker.
Okay.
If we're going if we're going around that route, we'll need to take the Yakuza guards out at the bottom first, won't we? Down there,
Yes.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah. So a quick rundown.
The only other alternative was whether to go up the main jetty, take care of the Yakuza that were in between the two buildings, between the brothel and the gambling, and enter that direction. Enter from the from the other side.
Yeah, I was wondering whether we should have a couple of people
Because
go
it-
down the main jetty.
There may be
Well, some of you have got-
expecting.
Some of you have got long weapons, haven't you? You do with a bit more space.
Yeah, and they may be expecting people to come in from the land and less so from the riverside.
What's your weapon, Yanagi?
I'll have my well, it'll either be the Uwara if close, or else it'll be Manriki Kazari. Or alternatively, I'll just stick to my hands and feet, which might be the easiest, given that.
Would you be
Things are
happy for
variable.
you and Tomoe to go straight down the main jetty?
yeah, I'd be happy. I'd be happy to go with that. I've got. I'm using a Naginata, but it has got the sword on
That's
the
right,
end.
so you've got- You've got more room to swing it around.
Naginata is the spear sword, the sword spear, right?
It's a long pole
With a
with
sword on the
a
end.
blade on the end. So I did actually get the real one as opposed to the. Can I just check, Dave? Have I got the wooden one on me as well?
Well, what did you want to bring on the ship?
I think I've got. I've looked in my. I'm looking at my sheet here, and I can
You
see I've
have
got the.
you have time to sort things out in Nobioka before you leave. Now, as far
Well, they
as
did-
your sorry,
Oh, they did manage to find a couple of real wakizashi, didn't they? I think.
Yeah, we had them because I think as well. We were wanting to sort of have a real fight, but I think if we're not going to do any lethal damage, then maybe it's. And I don't mind. Like, I'm happy to use the wooden Naginata. But,
Shido
but
looks a bit disappointed.
No, I mean,
yeah.
On the
I really
gangsters,
don't
I
mind.
wouldn't worry about doing non-lethal damage. It's just
No.
that I by
Lethal
default do
damage
not.
is fine.
Yeah, I do non-lethal by default anyway because I use fists and club weapons. So
Yeah, I've got my Tanto, which is a dagger. That's real
Oh,
as
keep
well.
that
So,
handy.
but I may do like if I bring the wooden. Dave? Can I bring both?
What?
Or just maybe leave one in a
but-
certain place.
Well, if you choose to leave one on the ship, you can. If you
Yeah.
take both of them out in the fight, then you'll be carrying them both.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I probably wouldn't carry both, but can I have both on the ship and then take
You
one
have
with
both
me?
on the ship. I mean, they'll hide the one you don't take in the smuggling compartment.
Yeah. So if I leave the real one, and then what I'll do is I'll use the wooden one, and that means like if we're going down. Why I'm asking is because if we're going down the main jetty, I can knock people into the water. I guess is what I'm thinking as a tactic, with the using like a long pole, so quite a lot of reach.
Well, you can try
Without
thrust.
necessarily- Yeah.
Uh,
Without necessarily killing anyone.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy with that.
Sort of a plan.
sounds like we've got the start of a plan anyway. Yeah.
Well, I think it's the end as well.
OOC for
That
2
is the plan.
seconds. OOC for 2 seconds. It's snowing here. First snow of the year.
For your information, Lianne, you can actually do a butt strike with the Naginata as well.
You can.
Oh, maybe I'll tell you what. I'll take. Sorry to keep deliberating. I'll take the one with the blade, but if I can do a butt strike, I'll probably do that.
That means you can use that as a
Pretty real
non-lethal weapon at the same time.
Yeah. After all the discussion last week, I think let's do it.
Okay, anyone else got anything else?
So-
That's
So
the
if we're
plan.
dividing up doing that, does that mean the three of you are going in?
We're going to come in the other way, via the guardhouse and then into the gambling den.
Mhm.
Okay.
So we're coming in from there and then there.
Is that the
And you
is
guys
that
are
the
coming
best
up here.
division of our abilities? I mean, you know, certainly Yanagi and Tomoe are fresh out. We've not really done anything extra to our fighting combat training in any sense, really. I don't know how you guys stack up by comparison.
Do you want backed up by me?
I don't know. I'm just thinking, why do we want to? Is this a division of resource? You guys have all been out together, the three of you.
Yeah, we were
so,
just thinking about
Yeah.
giving you the
Yeah.
room to swing the bigger weapons on the,
well, yeah, and
outside
that's
the buildings.
that would be an advantage to have that space.
If we maybe if we could have a bodyguard.
Well, hang on, we've got these other 5
We have still got other 5 guys with us. Yeah, you can have
guys
one or
with
two
us.
of
So
them. Yeah.
do we have the 2 of us and 3 of them, and you
And
have
then
you 3
3
and
and
2 of them,
That sounds a plan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds a good idea. Yeah, 2 groups
and that's
of
a
5.
split of numbers and.
yeah.
So you 2 plus 3 Yakuza and us 3 plus 2 Yakuza.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Right. Guess we go with that and we see how we get on.
And that way,
Mr. GM, we have drawn up our plan.
anybody that got knocked out, it was us. Anybody got killed, it was the Yakuza.
Fair enough. Okay.
We've got a plan,
So-
we've
so
got a
the
story.
Okay. Well, all's well as ends better, as they say. We shall have to see how things do.
One final bit for those going down the jetty down the middle. Are we looking to take out the Yakuza guards on the far side of the gambling before going to the brothel, or straight to the brothel if we can?
No, I think we can deal with them.
Yeah, I think you go to the brothel, then that way if the guys from the guard station come out behind you, we're coming up behind them. If you go to the Yakuza first, you might get the guys from the brothel coming in behind you.
Well, I mean, we might get them behind us either way.
Mm-hmm.
So, as long as we know what you're expecting, you know, I don't want you lot coming out going, "Oh, I thought they'd dealt with them." That's fine.
Oh, yeah. We're not quite sure what we're going to meet, so just to play it by ear. But that's the plan, basically, is to you to go to the brothel and then
We'll head to the
make as
brothel.
much progress as you can, and we'll try and catch up with you via the gambling den.
Yeah. Now, I guess the other remaining question, because in culture at this time it's sort of more of a big no-no, however the Yakuza might disagree with that, is not to use fire.
Definitely not.
It is heavily frowned upon in
by
Definitely
everybody.
Yes.
in
Yeah,
Local
culture
authorities have
across the
feel
board.
like a ton of brick.
Buildings are made of rice paper and thin wood, aren't they? Everywhere. So.
Yeah.
You end up with the whole city going up.
Yeah, we're not going to use any.
Bushido
fire.
does not want you to use fire in the slightest because that's guaranteed to bring in the bouquet.
Mhm.
And
Protection.
if we can just keep it as a kind of disagreement among the Hymen,
Yeah.
everybody will be much happier.
It's not trying to burn down the whole city.
That'll be on us like a ton of bricks if we do anything like that.
Yeah, no, we're
Yeah,
not.
exactly.
Oh,
We're
yes.
not going to burn down the
So-
city for sure.
Just a point of reference for those that may be not as aware.
Yes.
That's fine.
Right, I think
Okay.
we are ready, Mr. GM.
Very well. In that case, let us proceed. And let's move you back to the main map. If you ever want me to move you back to that docks map, then I can
For planning.
etc.
Dave, as a point of interest, how do you intend to run this?
What I was going to do was run it as a turn by turn. I mean, 3 o'clock in the morning, there may well be quite a few asleep.
Yep.
So therefore, I would have you move and move and move. I know you don't have Shinobi Jutsu, but providing there isn't a lot of noise, then if somebody's asleep, you're unlikely to wake them up. So it may well be you could even take some of them out by catching them asleep. As soon as there's a chance of one of them hearing something, I will check and see if they do. If they start raising the alarm, then I'll start seeing who wakes everybody up. So the aim is to run it as a continuous combat. If we have to stop it partway through, we stop it partway through and continue in the next session. Okay?
Oh, you anticipate that this fight might take more than one session? Sounds awesome. I love it.
Well, no, I wasn't planning on doing this as a battle, Tim, because there is a definite mismatch in forces. If you come up against Dockers, you're likely to beat the hell out of them without a problem. If you come up against Yakuza, it's likely to be more even. But how the thing develops depends on what you do and what happens. So it's not a straight battle. Okay.
Okay.
I think you take away a lot of the player involvement with the battle rules anyway. I think it's an encounter's more fun for players.
Oh, you wait until we get to a proper battle. There is one hell of a lot of player involvement in a proper battle.
Like armies, you mean?
Oh, yes. One of the things you can come up with is an encounter where you personally end up fighting one person personally who may be higher, the same, or lower level than you. Anyway, so on 20 20 Mutsuki, your ship leaves Nobioka. Please don't ask me for a name for the ship. I think I'm far more interested in practicing with your weapons.
I want the name of the ship and the captain.
I want a name for the ship.
Yeah, we'd
If
like
not,
both.
we're naming it.
Okay, how about the Black Rabbit?
Nice.
What was that?
No, it'd be the black rat because we're the rat gang.
Oh no!
We're friends
The
with.
Black Rat would be a giveaway. If they call it the Black Rabbit, it's better than the Black Pig, isn't it?
Yeah.
In
Did anyone
Japanese,
catch that? Did anyone catch that reference?
Captain Pugwash.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we're
I
old
was
enough.
going to say, in Japanese, Black Rabbit would be Kuroi Usagi.
Okay.
Usagi.
Yeah, Kuroi Usagi.
Kuroi Usagi.
Fair enough. And for the sake of this trip, Ichido is the captain, because he's giving the directions. The sailing master is running the boat, but Ichido is the captain. Although he will be leaving the ship in Miyazaki and leading the attack on the enemy headquarters. Okay, so you head south, and let me just check and see what the weather is today. Oh dear. A southerly fresh breeze.
Nice.
Not good for
No.
sailing southwest.
Southerly means it's coming from the south, doesn't it?
Correct.
So it's going the opposite way.
Yeah. So I'm afraid that movement is limited. So how does the first day's travel go? All is well. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. And you anchor in the lee of the just off the point. Actually, no, they will stop at the village. Dumpty 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 dum. So, Which village was that? That was
Tsutsu.
Tsutsu. So they travel to Tsutsu. And when you wake the following day, you have a northwesterly. So it's blowing on the side of the ship, the beam. So does all go well? It's a light air, so you're not going quite as far, but you are going further than with it being head on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can make it to there, and they will anchor off Ohio Castle.
Is there anything,
And
Dave, whilst we're on the boat? Like, is there anything we could do whilst we're on the boat? Like, prepare, or can I write some bad haiku or something? Or
you can write as many bad haiku as you like.
Oh yeah, definitely write some haiku.
I'll have some ready. Don't worry, guys. I won't be
It's
there.
not going to be a full week, so you can't get training in while you're on the way.
I'm not sure jumping jacks on the boat is really going to work, but yeah. So we just have to enjoy the view.
If you like, you can get the sailing master to teach you which rope is which, so that you can play your part properly when docking.
Yeah, does that sound good to everybody else?
Yeah.
We just learn a bit about how to appear as though we know what we're doing.
Yeah. I will not count it as a 3D improvable skill. I will just give it familiarity with ships.
It'd be very handy as well. Just in an emergency, if half the crew of the ship got knocked overboard and do you know what I mean? We had to lend a hand on deck. If we actually knew the basics, it might actually come in very handy.
Yes. Actually, I've just noticed on the map, in theory, you know all this area despite never having travelled it before. Never mind. It's just so you can see all the instructions and the key to the map. So, see which one it is. So, on 22 Mutsuki, there's a gentle breeze from the west. So that's pretty much on the part of the bow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you reach Irawa. Does anything happen? No, everything passes safely. And the following day, completely overcast, and there's a strong breeze from the northwest. So you would get actually quite further. There's a slightly higher chance of something going wrong. No, all is well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you are actually going to be able to. You don't go the full day. You can anchor off the village there. I will just reveal some of the map.
This is on the 23rd now, right? New map.
So you're anchored off Matanochi. And then the following day, you have a fresh breeze from the west. So again, that's going to give you 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, they believe that this will be ideal because it will allow you to travel the rest of the way up the river. So.
Was that day 5 sailing then? This is today day 5 sailing. So So day one.
This will be the 5th day of sailing. So this will be
25th.
yes.
Nice.
So you travel from Matanochi all the way up to Miyazaki, and as dusk as almost as it's getting too dark, you find yourself docking on the at the Miyazaki, and you are all ushered down below decks in plenty of time. Sure enough, Ichido comes down later to say yes, they had to pay squeeze to land without their ropes being cut, etc. But all is well. So let me just update that. So reach Miyazaki. You do not have to knock any food off because the ship is feeding you all. Isn't that great? Okay. Last briefing. He will double check with you what you're planning on doing. He says that they are going to be launching the attack on the headquarters just after 3 o'clock. I am no expert on the hours of the Japanese day and night, but I believe that somebody does go around clanging a gong in the town to let everybody know what the time is.
Also, can I add in a little bit of knowledge if nobody minds?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But between the hours of 2 and 4 is the hour of what they call the hour of the rat, I believe, and also that was the time when ghosts would come out between 2 and 4. In terms of what they historically believed. Obviously, the game is different. But,
no, it isn't. 3 o'clock is during the hour of the rat. And which gang are you working for?
Well, that's why I wanted to mention it. Actually, maybe it's fortuitous.
It is indeed fortuitous.
Yeah.
And the weather has been good because they had a diviner check to make sure that it would be good for this period.
Yeah, that's really good.
And there is pretty much plenty of night light tonight. The moon is let's see. Actually, no. The moon, there isn't a lot of light, so you should be able to sneak around. It's actually tomorrow night is the old moon, so there is a teeny bit of light, but the sky's clear, so there is starlight, so you should be able to make things out.
By old moon, do you mean like the last little strip before it disappears and there's no moon?
Exactly.
Yeah, got you.
Yep. Tomorrow night it would have been dark, so you just have a very faint crescent. So, shall I move you to the appropriate map? And you can then plan things? And any last comments?
One thing before we do some more, given it's going to be dark and we don't want to get each other in the dark, do we need some kind of code and response to identify ourselves?
Yeah, or if we need help or something.
Let's have a word.
Like Flash and Thunder, for those that get that reference.
Yeah.
Like a wee rat squeak.
Yeah.
I don't know how loud a rat squeak, but I don't know, are we allowed to pull off like a bird call or something? Like an
I
owl?
was thinking of making it simple of just a word and then a response word.
Just a word. You can just whisper the word and whisper the response, yeah.
If we would say we're in trouble on the jetty, is there any way to alert anybody else?
Oh.
Or should we just go for it?
We're on our own.
Well, if you're in trouble, we can probably hear the fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not far away.
Oh, here's the plan. If you're in trouble and you need help, bleed. Everyone know you're in trouble and need help.
Can you hear me bleeding? Although
Okay.
I just picture Kosa leaping through the wall of the gambling place across that gap of water, landing on the jetty and heroically rolling
Might
to his feet.
It might happen.
We'll see how Roll20's dice feels about us tonight.
Okay. Can I pose people a question? As a matter of play?
Yeah?
Do you wish me to use the lighting or not?
Yeah. For me personally, yes. If we're voting, I vote yes.
Well, I know Tim's not a great lover of the lighting that they have in Roll20. Do you wish me to use it or not?
As far as I'm concerned, you can throw it in the bin.
You can stick it where the sun don't shine. That's one vote for no.
I've not used it, so I can't really say.
I've never used it, so I can't comment.
I've played around with it, but I've not seen it in full action.
Sounds like a vote for yes to me.
I'm happy.
I feel like-
Happy for yes.
Given this
Can we
is
go
going to
for
be
it?
an exception, given this is going to be an exceptionally complicated fight, it's probably not the best time to introduce you to it. So
Maybe.
Yeah,
I will not use the lighting this time. Then, okay.
but it'd
So-
be good to use for future.
Happy
I
Tim.
may introduce it in future ones where, I mean, if I do something like the Valley of the Mists, where there might be giant spiders lurking in the dark, then I may well introduce it there.
Personally, I'm a big
Bring
fan
it.
of dynamic lighting.
Bring a little
Yeah.
bit of fear. Okay, so let me move you to the docks.
Ooh. Oh, so that was just a planning map and you've got a real map. Check you out, Dave.
So, this is the docks. Now, you should not be able to see inside the buildings at
Nope.
the moment,
Nah, you've got them all
Correct.
blanked out correctly.
but you can see the methods of moving around on
Yep.
the docks themselves.
Yeah.
Okay,
Things like that, yes.
righty ho.
Did you bang this
So-
out in camping?
No.
yourself?
I nicked this from elsewhere,
Just grab one, yeah.
Yeah. but I did do the hand-drawn version
Yeah, the hand-drawn version was my favourite.
based on this one.
I thought we were going to be playing on that. I thought that was our actual
Oh,
battle
no,
map
no,
for the evening.
no,
I was looking forward to it.
That's just what their scout drew up for you.
Ah. Not gonna lie, I think I preferred
Okay.
it.
What?
It's just
Insulted.
reminds me of a
so
certain someone's style.
You are leader of the party. What do you wish to organise them? You have your 5 rats that you can
We've already sorted out our
allocate.
2 groups.
Okay. In that case,
Who is
Um,
got higher
just
status out of Tomoe and Yanagi? Presumably Tomoe. It's a higher status,
Does-
presumably.
Does Tomoe have any armor?
No, I'm only in the peasant garb. I haven't got the
I
maybe
presume you've
winter
all
garb.
donned your winter garb.
Yeah,
because-
I've got the winter garb.
Granted, you don't strictly need it because it's not that cold, but it's not warm enough that it's going to cause you a problem. Okay? And it does give you 2 armor points rather than 1 armor point.
Okay, so Tomoe, you're in charge of that secondary group. Okay.
So I haven't actually
Isn't-
checked our status.
Isn't it the primary group in that you said that they were going to be leading the attack off and then you would get involved? No. Yeah. Light Ashigaru doesn't give you much protection against the winter cold.
So when you move down that main, sorry, when Tomoe and your group moves down that main gangway, I suggest you don't run. I suggest you walk, because if you run, it's likely to make a lot of noise.
Yeah, I absolutely think we're going to be taking our time. There's no reason to,
Okay.
at the moment anyway, rush.
So, in that case, presumably that's Tomoe and Yanagi and any of the
3 rats.
the rats? 3 rats.
3 rats.
Okay. Fair enough. hopefully you should find that you can move the rats yourselves. So if you would care to move your characters. I presume you are just walking at normal walking pace at the moment?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I would say that we're walking like light on our feet. So
Okay.
not
Well,
exactly
none of you have shinobi jutsu. You can attempt to move quietly, and effectively, I have effect numbers on a deafness saving. Sorry, on a speed saving throw, and we'll see how you go. So, are you letting Tomoe and Yanagi and the others move past the guard building first?
Yes,
Kosa?
Yeah.
see where I'm standing there. See where I'm standing. I'm going to let them advance down the main thing. As soon as they disappear out of sight because of that corner, we're going to move.
So we're just going to move in past you.
When we lose sight of you because of the corner of the tumbling den, we're going to start moving.
Okay. Yanagi,
Shall I
you...
push two groups? So that's Tomoe, Yanagi, and rats 1, 2, and 3 on the walkway.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
And 1 second.
Sorry.
Who got scolded?
Okay, head back. Just slowly backing up, like, hold up a minute.
Okay. Another round's movement then. So move your BMA.
Kinzo and Kyūryū, do you want to head into the building den first?
Yeah, okay.
And I'll check out this guardhouse. Rats. I'll be one rat. Take one rat with you. Rat 4 with you.
So that's this way. What's my BMA 7?
And me and rat 5 will.
Yep. Let's put it this way: you can move across these planks at half your BMA without a problem. If you try moving at your full BMA,
Oh, so 3.5.
you're going to have to make a speed saving throw.
Oh,
Yep.
right, so move 3.5. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, up here you can move your full move. Not a problem. I'm assuming Kyūryū has been briefed that you're waiting until Tomoe and her team got out onto sight.
Yeah. And you
Which will put us that'll put us somewhere about here, won't it? Roughly.
Yeah, so you moved somewhere about there. You're
here.
So we'll actually have 2. I only get to there. That's 5.
Am I going a bit too far? Hang on.
You need your. What's your BMA? Yeah, your BMA is 5. So
where she was.
Yeah.
I think it's about. Sorry, guys. I think that's about 5 though.
Yes, you had moved 5.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, BMA's.
Righty ho.
we'll be trying to pay attention to whether we can hear sounds of anybody moving around from buildings we pass, or
no, all is quiet on the docks at the moment. Well, apart from the lap of water against the piles and the breeze running through the thatch. Okay, next round movement for Tomoe and the team. Do you want me to just move you all more forward 5?
Yeah, if that's okay.
Yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you all get to there, and
so we've lost sight of you just about now. Yeah.
yes. So it's action time for the rest of you, I think. So
Kyūryū and Kinzo and rat 4. Please move off.
So I'll go 3 this round and 4 next round, or 4 this round and 3 next
Yep.
round.
3 this round, 4 next round. Yeah.
Did 3.
One of you two control Rat 4 as well. He's going with you.
What does BMA, Dave?
Rat 4's BMA is 6.
So he can move 3 every round.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's me and Rat 4 moved.
Okay. Next round.
I'm going to have a little peep in that room.
Hang on a second. So at this point,
We need Tomoe. We need to be looking in. Oh, can't click on it for some reason. Why can't I click on that? Where the entrance is for the guardhouse activity,
Yeah.
as well as
second.
what's across the way.
Oh, what's that you're rolling? Roll like shit anyway, whatever it is.
Right. So I'm just trying to get this to work properly. There we go. And the door is open, or the leather is to one side, and there is somebody leaning against the wall, kind of just looking round and meanwhile, down below, let's just reveal. There's a guy who's kind of yawning and got his back to you and going back to his bed there, Kosa, when you kind of move the leather aside slightly. You can make out another guy sleeping in the dark in the back of the shed. This guy's obviously just got up, thought he heard something, rolled a 20. He's going back to bed because obviously he was mistaken. So you have him from behind. So
I'm just going to watch for the moment. Well, let the curtain go back for the moment.
Okay, well, I think I'd better go over to initiative because, unfortunately, there is one awake up on the dock who's seen Tomoe.
And cut his head off to Murray.
You can do it.
Oh, we'll see for initiative.
Anybody know that reference?
I know.
I don't know which movie it is, but it's Adam Sandler and Steve Buscemi in 1 or 2 movies. Cut his head off. You can do it.
Oh, you can do it. Yeah.
You know the one I mean, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
I can't
Yeah.
remember which movie, but it's Adam Sandler and Steve Buscemi.
So let me just add everybody to the tracker. So add a turn for Tomoe. Add a second. Tomoe's just got 1 action, yes?
I believe so, because I'm a bit slow on my speed.
That's fine.
Tomoe's got 2 actions. She's got BAP on 11 and a BAP and a secondary on 5 because she picked up the single point of speed in training.
Ah, right.
That's the point of having the extra point of speed.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all the reason I did all those shuttles last week.
It'll pay off.
Yeah, and I was on the.
What's the difference between one attack around and 2, was it? Nice.
Well, you guys were freezing to death. I was busy on the apparatus doing some jumping jacks.
I stuck with Doc's suggestion.
It.
I did name the episode Forces of Nature because it was quite funny.
Yeah, it's a really good idea for the episode title.
So you'll be able to miss people twice around now, Tomoe.
Hey.
Amazing. I'm so glad I chose to do that.
Okay, so Kosa has 2 actions. Kyūryū, I believe, still has 2 actions.
When does it you get?
And Kinzo has 2 actions.
Do you get 3 when you get to a certain speed, Dave?
Yes, and your some of your actions may become primary rather than just secondary. So in other words, you can strike with your full BCS rather than half.
Ah, nice.
Okay, so Tomoe, what are your primary and secondary action phases? If you have a look on your sheet, in the combat section, you should see a basic action phase and a secondary action phase. So what are they for you?
11 for basic action phase and 5 for secondary action phase.
Fairly good.
I believe.
Yep, that's correct.
Yanagi, what are yours?
7 and 3.
Somebody else needs to hit the racetrack, I think.
Speed bag, yeah.
Well, I thought about it a lot. Does that count?
You can think really fast.
Yeah.
Kosa?
That's chess. Let's go.
10 and 5.
10 and 5.
10 and 5 for all the
Yeah, all
There's
those.
3 over here.
We're all 10 and 5.
All those classic men.
It's so common being 10 and 5. Everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
Got to be different.
Right, and 10 and 5. Kinzo?
So, Tomoe's our speed merchant.
Because it was all those jumping jacks last week. I really improved, leveled up.
The rats are 10 and 5, and I will also add 2 turns to the rabbits, who will oddly enough also be on 10 and 5.
Presumably we weren't being very, very quiet because we were hunting wabbits.
No, you were just walking up like normal people coming up to visit the brothel.
If anybody doesn't get that reference, they've never watched TV.
Wascally Wabbit. Don't. Well, actually, Kyūryū, Kinzo, and Rat 4 get another move this round as well, because this was the same round that Tomoe and so on were walking up the dock. So you can move 4.
Okay. And Mr. Rat moves 3. 1, 2, 3.
You don't. Let me see what you can see. You can't actually see anything more, Kyūryū, at the moment because the leather screen is ahead of you.
I blow really hard to create a gush of wind to blow the leather flap open.
I'm sorry, this is a dock where there's always wind blowing.
Not met yet the lungs of Kyūryū.
Fair enough.
He says as he mutes his microphone to cough into it.
So in that case, Tomoe, what do you wish to do?
Oh no.
This is my first time in combat, so please bear with me. Am I able to do? You know, we talked about a butt strike. So
have you got the game sheet open? The Google sheet open?
I've got the Google sheet open, and I have the rules.
Okay.
Next
if you have a look on if you have a look on the Google sheet, you'll see something called combat actions. there's a tab called Combat Actions.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yes.
If you click on there, because this is a primary action, you can do anything in the first 2 areas. In other words, well, the actual fact you can do anything at all. You can do any of those actions. But given that you are already within engagement range for your weapon,
Yep.
then you don't need to close to engage. You can just clobber the guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, using a butt stroke on him isn't actually going to do very much because he's standing in the doorway of the building, so you can't knock him off the docks with that.
No, but I would imagine because of the nature of it. So essentially, the naginata is like a staff, it's like a wooden pole with a sword in the end. So I was thinking,
Yep.
if I just hit him in the stomach to wind him, basically, if you had a wooden pole just smashed into your stomach, I imagine that would knock the wind out of you. So that's kind of my aim, if I'm able to do that.
Well, you can strike to hit him and see what happens. You could do a thrust or a backstroke, or you can do a normal strike.
I'm going to do it. So that would be a thrust, I think.
Okay, a thrust. If you use a thrust, you are doing less damage, but you have a chance of knocking him backwards and a chance of an effect. So let's just load that up.
I think that's my kind of what I because he's in the doorway. Unless if I take a step back, so I think I would just react, and I think I would, do a thrust.
Okie doke. So. One second while it's just working. Right. So you can do a thrust and a butt stroke. And so you use the point of the weapon in the attack. You reduce the damage by 1 step, but you get +1 on your BCS. And then the damage you do is the % chance of a thrust special effect, which would force him to back a yard and also means he loses his next action.
Okay.
And you may stun him. So in that case, you need to roll to strike him. Now, looking at the battle map, you do have some disadvantages. Because of the length of your weapon, you've got 3 of your colleagues within the engagement range of your weapon, so that's 3 distractions. Now, if you make a wit saving throw, a will saving throw, you can.
Whereas,
We're all in range.
My
We're all in-
apologies, yes, true, yes. The
Sorry
3
to say it,
rats
but it's
and
4.
Yanagi. So, try making a will saving throw to ignore to avoid some of your colleagues. So roll a d20 on roll 20.
Is that as you rolled?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you rolled a 3. Your will saving throw is a 4. So therefore,
Nice.
you managed to ignore one of those people. So you're only -3. You got -1 because of the for this building, and -1 because of this building. So effectively, that's another -2, which is -5. But you are striking this guy, and he, you're +1 because you're thrusting. He is also surprised, so I'm going to give him. So that gives you another +1. So you're a net -3 to hit him, but roll to hit.
And which one is? Can I check this D20 again?
Okay, it's your. Sorry, you're using your proper Naginata, yes?
Yes, yeah. The one that we got.
Yeah.
The gang.
So, yep. So therefore, you don't get any minuses because it's a subdual type Naginata. So therefore, just roll your straight BCS, and then your -3 on that. So your combat BCS with your Naginata is 13. So you need to roll 10 or less.
10 or less. And that's
10
for
or
the
less.
so a D20 again.
D20. Yep.
Okay, fingers crossed.
Oh dear!
Ouch!
Now you see why this is the primary gang or primary team, because that is a critical hit. So, can you roll a D10 to see what the effect is?
Nice roll, Lianne.
Beautiful roll. So that's a 3, which is double the normal damage done. So, your Naginata normally does
2d6.
2d6 lethal. Because it's a thrust, it goes down 1 damage level. Tim, remind me. Saves me looking it up.
It's a D10.
So in that case, 1d10 doubles.
Another one, yeah.
Plus any strength bonus.
Oh, sorry, yeah, 1d10 plus your strength bonus.
I rolled a 2. And my strength.
Well, your damage bonus is +1 because you're strength 23. So that's 2 plus 1 is 3. Doubled is 6 lethal damage. Okay, there is a 6% chance of you knocking him back, of getting a thrust special effect. So roll percentile dice. Roll a d100.
Yep.
Sadly, it's not a thrust special effect. But 6 lethal on Yakuza, on that guy. Could be an ordinary dock worker, I suppose. But the Kizaru kind of on his waist would seem to indicate not. So, sorry, let me just keyed up. That's 7 lethal on him.
6 lethals.
Oh, sorry, 6 lethal on him. Sorry.
Good job.
Would Tomoe like to move a yard as well?
And you can move a yard in any direction as well.
Moving up
Yes,
one.
because I feel like
Some of the rat guys.
yeah, I think so. So how far am I allowed to move?
1 yard, so move 1 hex in any direction. Sensibly,
probably-
you should move up the dock or back down the dock. You don't want be careful to avoid getting these 2 buildings in your swing. You don't want to get that building in your swing. So
Can I just move up towards the
Straight
probably
up,
about
I
here?
think. Yeah.
Is that all right?
okay, you can move up to there. Yes.
Okay.
Okie doke. He's basically surprised and loses his first available action. Right. I will count Kinzo, Kyūryū, and Rat 4 as one group at the moment because you are moving as one.
We're the A team.
So
Tomoe and the rats is the B team. I've got it written down in my notes.
well, you can call them that. I believe that Kosa called Tomoe the primary team because they were going first.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say anything.
It's psychological. He's bigging up the new guys to make them feel important, so they do a better job. It's leadership by Kosa. That's what it is. It's tactics.
Anyway,
He's clever,
Kyūryū,
man.
It obviously works.
you are
Sorry.
now on the building. You can move your whole move, or you could just move part move. It'll cost you 1 BMA to move the leather out of the way.
I will. So it's one to move to there, and then one more to move the leather out of the way, or two to move to there, and then one more to move the leather.
2 move to there, and 1 more to move the leather out
Okay,
of the way.
so-
You could just carry on moving, or you can stop.
I'll stop and use my third one to pull the leather back slightly, just to see, with less chance of being seen, just pulling it back a little.
Okie doke.
So that's 4 move used.
Okie doke.
5. Don't see any more.
Hang on a second. Sleeping peacefully
Okay, so
is
gotta move to there.
You
Prepare.
okay. You can't get into it. You can't actually attack him this turn,
No.
but you can move.
I can move to
to
there
there.
to see this other room and to be ready to attack him on the next phase.
Okie doke.
And I believe I've still got 1 move left if I want. I think that, no, I've still got 2 left if I want them.
Right, 1 second. So. And let me just check something. Yes, I thought so. You can see another gentleman lying down, fast asleep. Okie doke.
Yeah.
So,
I have 2 steps of movement left. Let me take 1 more and see if that reveals anything else.
what's your BMA?
7.
Righty ho.
So that was my 6th step. I've got 1 more, including the moving of the leather. So that was my 6th movement phase. 6th
Right.
movement.
Let me just
Peace.
adjust some more darkness.
Okay. I'll use my final one to move to here then.
I believe that is all you can see at the moment.
Okay.
Righto. So that's Kyūryū. Kosa. Well, actually, in fact, let's do Rat 4 and Kinzo because they are following up. Rat 4.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Can't get any more than that. Kinzo, presumably you're following up. Fair enough. Kosa.
Okay, but if you spoke
going to
then we
step
didn't
in
hear
and- I'm going to step in and politely dispatch the guy who's trying to get to sleep again.
Well, he was just about to kind of kneel down on his bed, so effectively you're
Yeah, I know.
behind and above him.
Yep.
And as
Make
you
sure he
step
goes to
in,
sleep.
da-da-da-da-dum. You can make out somebody else asleep on the far side. So you can you are above and behind him.
Okay.
Can't get much worse than that.
Rolled a 12.
I would imagine
That's gonna
I'd imagine that's a hit.
hit him by load. Hit him by
In
load,
that case.
yes.
Do your damage.
Oh, how come he gets to attack in this phase and I didn't? I only got to move.
Exactly. You moved your full move.
Ah, right.
It's
so does that
9
move
points,
my full?
sir.
9
points.
Nice.
Okay.
Just a rectify if he's going to.
Okay.
Close it. You can see now what's going on.
He's still there.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Okie doke. And then we have Yanagi. And the rest of the rats. So, Yanagi, what do you wish to do?
I'm going to instruct the rats to take 2 steps back, as will I. Because she's swinging a sharp-bladed naginata in a close space and she needs room.
Okay, boss. Not what they would have thought, but they will follow your orders.
You can't squeeze by her while she's swinging that around. Because she covers that entire region, that entire space. There isn't a safe bit for us to get past.
Well, we thought she was a skilled warrior and we could get past her.
Well,
She'd avoid us.
Yeah, you can get past her. She just has more difficulty hitting somebody as you are doing so.
Yanagi needs to move back another hex if he can.
yeah, I was waiting on to see whether they were actually going to move back.
Of course, they're going to follow your instructions.
That's fine. Oh well, Tomoe was in the lead, so
Tomoe's
maybe
got
not.
this handled by herself, look. The boy's just backing off, she's got it, boys.
And the final rat down here is just waiting for Coast Time to do something, but no, fine, okay.
I should point out that the naginata is 7 foot long and she whirls it round her head. So
Yes.
if she gets it wrong, she's going to cut your head off rather than the opponent.
Exactly. We don't stay anywhere near somebody swinging that around.
It's more because I've done naginata before. You can do it in a more precise way. Like it's not like a ball and chain where you would be like swinging it in that way. It's more used like a staff in a way, but without you don't spin it or anything. But the end is definitely a sword and a blade, so that would be very very dangerous to be around. But I would like to hope that I wouldn't hit anybody, but you never know.
Well,
Maybe
the way
better
the
to be on
Bushido,
the safe side.
the way the Bushido combat system works, you can move around somebody who's whirling a naginata or kind of thrusting with a naginata, but it does reduce their chance to hit because they're trying to avoid you.
Yeah.
The difficulty with everybody staying outside your range is that's 4 members of the team who aren't taking part in the fight.
Well, we're using long weapons in a short weapon situation. So at the moment, it's what it is.
Okay. But tactically, they could charge through and get into the brothel. And once they're in the brothel, they're out of her range. But you're driving.
Yeah, that's the
combat
thing.
there.
Once they go into the building, even though they're in the circle, they're no longer in her engagement because they're away tucked inside the building. She's just taking the one distraction from the whole building. You could have 10 people in there, they just count as the one distraction for the building.
Yes, I understand that. You also said a moment ago about not charging across the planks and moving at half speed, which you'd have to be doing.
No. Well, this is a full jetty. That's not a problem. That isn't just one plank side by side. Over here, it was just two planks side by side. That's a full hex width, so you wouldn't be at that minus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
Having not seen Tomoe fight, I shall still give her the benefit of the doubt of
Okay.
resolving this initial
See what
encounter.
happens.
The rabbit is still surprised and loses his second. basically everybody gets to do their stuff, so we will come down from the top. So, Tomoe, you get to strike at the Yakuza again. Now, you are a lot better in that you only have 1, 2, 3 restrictions, because you've now got that building caught in there, but the 4 people here have moved out.
Distractions.
Yeah.
So that's -3. Are you still thrusting?
Am I able to do, because of where they're stood in the doorway? Am I actually able to do a different kind of move, or is strike the only
Well,
option
you
here?
can just do a normal strike.
Yeah.
Or you could try a butt stroke, but wouldn't necessarily be particularly effective.
I'll just do a normal strike.
Okie doke.
Is
In
that
that
a
case,
I think the thrust.
roll your d20.
I think the thrust would be good if they had water on the other side of them, because you could try and knock them off with that. I think in
Yeah.
this situation, just the regular strike might be optimal.
Okay. I'll get D20.
I hope you roll as
Yep.
well as you did last time, or
Oh no.
No,
quite.
no.
Because I rolled really well last time.
You did
It's
indeed.
roll 20 in all these VTT platforms. They go from 20s to 1s to 19s to 2s and nothing in between, I swear.
That's just
The
doesn't
the other
look
thing
good.
for Tomoe is that you're on a secondary action, so your
Your chance of hitting is halved,
chance of
unfortunately.
hitting, your BCS is
Oh,
halved.
okay.
So you halve it, you've still got your level.
Yeah.
And then you take the modifier. So
So, unfortunately, you're halved, and then you get the -3 for the buildings.
Yeah,
Now-
so I'm not hitting.
Now, Kosa, on the other hand, is halved, and then he gets the +10 from behind and +1 for being above,
and he's 2 level
and,
2.
and his 2 levels, and another 1 for the guy being surprised.
He still misses. No.
Come on,
We'll still
roll a
clock him.
20, Kosa. Oh, damn, you still
roll
hit him.
16.
Okay,
Still hit him.
roll your damage again.
Sorry, I'm on the wrong dice. I can't even roll the right dice. Take another 6, sunshine.
Nice.
Okay. Still there.
Okay.
And Kosa, Rat does nothing. Right, Kyūryū, you have a second reaction. What do you wish to do?
No, he doesn't, Dave.
True, yes, because you used your full move.
Yeah.
So therefore you don't get a secondary. My apologies. So that, I think, is the end of that round. Now, I need to roll some dice rolls.
See? What did I just say?
Well, actually, I'm going to reveal a little bit more of the shack because Tomoe has been looking into it.
A 20 and a 1. Look at that.
That's
Right,
right. You don't know what they represent.
It just proves
Oh,
me
yeah.
right about roll 20 though.
Oliver,
Yeah.
if your man is asleep, right, you can make him unconscious by using your on him.
By using what? Sorry, you cut out just at the last one.
Jujutsu.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was just going to do that a throat punch, like knock him out, turn his sleep into
No,
unconsciousness.
you can render him unconscious because he's helpless. So you don't have to say what you're doing. That's just what happens.
It's just yeah, you can just wrap a sleeper hold on him and squeeze tight, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
basically,
It's
that's
also
what- that's my
also
plan.
very quiet.
Yeah, that is the plan. Like.
Okie doke. Right. So, that's that. And over there. Okay. I've done everything that needed to be done at the change of turn. Actually, one more.
Ah.
Oh, for goodness sake! Kosa, the guy over in the corner is just snoring away.
It's too much drink.
Fast asleep.
Hello, Beaton's comrade.
Yes. The wet sounds of kind of lumps of wood hitting flesh obviously fit into his dreams perfectly. Okie doke. So, Tomoe, you have a strike on the guy in front of you.
Yeah, hopefully this time we'll go a bit better.
Well, it's your full primary actions. Just roll your d20. And that's a 10. You are -2, -3 because of the buildings. And you don't have any distractions, so it's the -3 for the restrictions. He is armor class 1, so that's another -1, so that's -4. Okay, so it's 4 off your BCS.
Okay,
What is your BCS?
this is the one that I always. Is this for
Okay.
Naginata Jutsu? Yeah? It's,
Naginata Jutsu?
13.
13.
13.
Unfortunately, you needed to roll 9,
It's probably.
and you rolled a 10.
Okay.
So, you miss with your first blow. Right.
Right. Move another.
You can move another hex.
Which way shall I go? Up towards the top?
Yeah.
Or closer
Probably
towards
up
the...
towards the top.
But shall I move a
Move
bit
up to
closer? Yeah?
Well, that's
Actually,
still
Dave-
optimal for your weapon, isn't it? That range.
Actually, I think she would have missed by 2 on that last one to the length.
True, my apologies, because she was not at optimum range.
No, exactly. She was
Correct.
1 too close. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you are. That basically means that this building is no longer in your art because it's beyond the midpoint of your 4th. So,
Yeah.
but that building is. So you've still got 3 restrictions, but
Yeah.
no, you've moved further up the dock. Okie doke. But you are still -1 because you're not at optimum range. Actually,
Yeah,
no.
optimum range.
You are at optimum range now because he's 3 hexes away from you. He was only 2 hexes away when you were there. So, okie doke. And so, as far as the rabbits are concerned, okay. Combat action for that guy. He is going to yell. He's basically giving orders. Wake up, everybody! We're being attacked. Yeah, I know. Comes the call from behind him as that guy stands up. And D20. What's his saving throw? Okay, fine. That wakes him up. D20 for him. Nope. D20 there. Oh dear. Righty ho. And there is a possibility. Right, so fair enough. Okay. So Kinzo, Kyūryū, Kosa. Let's do Kinzo, Kyūryū, and Rat 1 over here. So Kyūryū, that guy is still fast asleep.
Yeah, so I'm gonna apply to him like a kind of sleeper hold, like kind of not a neck breaker, but something that's gonna like tear all the muscles in his neck. So it's gonna put him out for weeks. Do you know what I mean? Like put him out of action for weeks, like a real bad injury. It's gonna tear all, not snap his neck like his actual spine, but tear all the muscles and ligaments and stuff in his neck. So it's a sleeper hold and then just a big twist. Like a
You're-
you're paralyzed.
You're
for a
making
month,
you're
kinda.
knocking him unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay. Righty ho. Can I have a deafness roll from you, please?
Sure can. Hopefully.
See how quietly you can do it.
Damn quiet.
Fair enough.
Good. Well done.
Okay. Rat 4 is going to close to engage and try something similar on this guy. But he's only got Sumai. And I don't believe you can do that with Sumai, but
Okay.
you can wrap somebody up.
Oh yeah, just smother him, bear hug. Can you put an X on this guy then, Dave, if he's out of the game? Nice, thank you.
Okay, so that's... And that is...
That looks like Rocky 1 to me, boys. First blood.
Righty-ho. Yes, but nobody knows what's going on in the various rooms.
Rat 4 seen it.
No, Rat 4 didn't see it.
He's turned the other way.
Yes, because he's dealing with this guy. Oh, well, he still got him, but not as effectively as could be desired. Kinzo.
He's basically slapped him awake.
No. Rat 4 has basically jumped down onto this Yakuza and put him in a sumo hold, but it wasn't a particularly effective one. Kinzo, what are you doing?
I've moved.
Well, you only moved 2. Is that all you want to move? You moved one. You moved 1 on the planks.
I moved
Which
2 on the planks because it's double movement. I move 1 more. That way, I'm not getting in the way of the people who are fighting.
Okie doke. Right.
I think.
Fair enough. Kosa,
He trusts that Kyūryū's doing the
Yep.
job.
do you wish to
Deal with
finish
this
this
guy.
guy off?
Yeah, let's finish this guy off. Okie dokie. Whoa,
Oh, yeah.
take 10.
Kosa.
Right in the mush.
Hammer
Well,
fist.
he's certainly gone to sleep.
Little pretty birdies.
Stars and birds and planets.
That other
Right,
guy's
yeah.
still not working up.
No, he's not woken up. He's the guy who rolled a 20 on
All
waking up
You don't even
He
need to
is-
knock him out.
he's
Saki's
out
done it.
and staying out.
Stand on his toes and you can claim the Budo.
Okay. So Kyūryū, Kosa, Rat 1 is there. Well, sorry, your rat is just waiting for instructions. You appear to be doing quite well yourself. And Yanagi and the rats here. What are your instructions, boss? Just wait here. Yep. Right. Fine.
Yep. Wait here at the moment.
Okay.
I think for me, I'm going to risk stepping 1 and keeping an eye out to my left as well, that direction,
Okie doke.
just
No
in
signs
case we've
of
got
life.
anybody coming. You know, we know we've got another guardhouse that direction, so
No signs of life from there.
no, that's fine.
Okie doke. This guy, is there anything he can do on his secondary? I don't think there is. He's going to attempt to draw his Kizaru. So therefore, he gets to roll a deafness saving throw.
Ah.
He whips his Kizaru out. He's not perturbed by this person flashing away with that Naginata. And over to secondaries. Tomoe?
I am wondering whether or not to change weapons. That's all, just because of the -3. But at the same time, this does more damage. But if I don't get a chance to actually hit, then it's not really any point. So
I would suggest that on your secondary you thrust.
do you think so? Go with that one.
Try it and see.
Don't I still get the minus? I still get the -3 don't from the buildings.
Yep.
I'll try it anyway this time and see how we get on. So a D20 again.
If you wish to ready a weapon for combat, you can do it as a secondary action, but you'd have to drop your naginata.
Yeah, I'll continue as I am for now. I'll see if I'm continuously missing.
I'm just looking at it and thinking, if you go for the thrust, you've got a chance of knocking him off here into the water.
No, he's in a building.
Oh, he's inside the building. Yeah, right enough.
There's two of them in the building.
Okay.
I'll stay as I am for now.
Okay. Roll your chance to hit. No, I don't think so, because it's on a secondary, so your BCS was 12, so that's halved to 6, +1 for your level, 7, -3 for the buildings, 4, -1 for his armor, 3, plus another 1 for the fact you're thrusting, 4. So you would need to roll 4 or less. 8 is not enough, or 8 is too much rather. Okie doke. So nothing that Yanagi and others there can do. Kosa, you can't do very much at the moment. Rat 4 is not going to attempt to increase his hold. Let's put it that way. Not on a secondary. So I believe that
me and Kinzo and Kosa.
You can see that this guy has stood up and has drawn his Kizaru as well. So there are 2 live with Kizaru drawn. Okie doke. And back to the top of the round.
Wait, I didn't get a secondary.
You used your entire round to deal with this guy.
Did you not get a secondary if you do that? I didn't move or anything.
Well,
all I did was that.
Well, you can't do it and move on a secondary.
You don't move.
You have a look at the combat.
Yeah, okay.
If you have a look at the, you can move 1 yard if you're parrying. You're not parrying.
Yeah, okay.
And you are basically down at his level. You will be able to do your normal actions next round, but he's out.
Cool.
You basically took this round out to take him out.
Yeah, no worries. Just if I could have moved 2 steps, I would have been within attack.
No.
Well, even 1 step, I would have been in attacking range of him, but it's fine.
Nope.
Cool.
Nope. Okay, Tomoe, what do you wish to do? Do you want to change weapons? I mean, what other weapons do you have?
I think I'm going to stay as I am on this one. I'm just going to see if that's so. Yanagi, I think stay with me up now, and then obviously if they move out into the open space, we can change it. But the minute nobody's being attacked, really, from what we're doing, so I think
you're at optimum range at the moment.
Yeah.
You are -3 restrictions because of the buildings, -1 for his armor, so that's 4 minus. So you need to roll 9 or less on the D20.
That is not too bad a chance.
Unless you want to thrust, in which case it's 10 or less on a D20.
I'll
the
go
best
for
tactic there is to keep.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
The best tactic there is to keep thrusting, because the buildings don't get in quite so much of a.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go for that. So D20 again. I've got to roll less than 10.
Well, if you're thrusting, then it's you're just pushing it forward. So therefore, I would only give you -2 for the buildings rather than -1, because you're not swinging it. So it's basically that building behind you and that building in front of you could get in the way. So in that case, you need to roll 11 or less.
Oh, nice.
Oh man.
Well, hang on, didn't you roll an 8? You rolled twice.
Did I roll twice?
Oh yeah, it has.
Oh no, that 8 was on your secondary last round. Yeah,
No, I definitely rolled
Yeah,
7.
that was the previous attack.
Yep. True. Dudley,
Right, move back a hex.
you can move back a hex to here, which opens the thing up for other people to charge in if they wish.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. Okie doke. So, over to the rabbits. This guy's got a bit of a problem. He's engaged, which limits what he can do as combat actions. So, he can't close to engage with you. He can move 1 hex forward or back. So he can move 1 towards you. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to move 1 towards you. Hang on a second, let me just zoom in a little bit. He can't actually get any further than that. And he can't attack you this round because he's not in range.
Ah.
Okay. Right, from within the building, none of you can actually see. Ah, yes, sorry, Yanagi. You see this guy walk across and start kicking somebody, yelling, "Wake up, you stupid bastard!"
Okay.
And this guy is yelling, "Get off! Help! We're being attacked! Help!" Any other rabbits available?
Okay, to
There's a voice comes from over here. What the hell's going on? And anybody else? No peaceful snoring over here. And no other sounds from inside this building. Yet.
right.
What about the man who's being grappled?
That's the guy who's yelling, "Help! We're being attacked! Help!" So let me roll that. Fair enough. So, going in order through the building, Kyūryū, what do you wish to do?
So he's covered by Rat 4, so that actually makes
Hang
it
on,
easy.
actually, sorry. You can actually see more.
Right, okay, so that's gonna
1 second while I
might
just
affect
show
the
you a little bit
decision,
more. There is a doorway here. So you can see that, and that means you can see somebody there.
Does he look like he's sleeping?
Looks like he's sleeping at the moment, yes.
Can I move 1, 2, 3 in fact 2 in attack? Can I move
No,
2
you'd
and
have to
attack in
move.
the same round?
You'd have to move 3, which is half your move.
Less than, it's 3.5 is my half a move, so I can still attack, right?
Or you can attack just with a normal attack, or you can move and wait, and then next round take him out completely in one go, provided he doesn't wake up.
But I've got a regular attack if I move this round, don't I?
You can do a regular attack on him if you move this round, yes.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay,
So you
1
reveal-
second.
You can reveal that, I suppose,
1 second, I can reveal the rest of the area.
then. Yeah. This map's brilliant, by the way. After the game sends me a copy of the map, because I'm going to use it for the image for the YouTube video. As the background.
Okie doke. And
Oh, and there's another one sleeping as well.
no,
Oh.
he's kind of woken up and he's kind of rubbing his eyes. What's going on, sort of thing. He's still on the ground, but he's not asleep. I'd better actually put something on him to show who's awake and who's asleep at the moment. Well, I'll put something on to show if they're asleep.
I think there's a sleeping symbol. There's like a ZZZ, I think.
Okay, let's find a sleeping symbol.
There's a snail or something anyway. I remember using the snail in D&D.
I'll just put that on him to show he's asleep.
Yep.
Okay, and I'll do the same with this guy. You could just leave him, and he's not any challenge, Kosa, is he? So, all right, you are going to strike at which one do you wish to strike at? This guy?
I'm still going to take out the sleeping one, yeah, because that's just one guy taken out completely in one move, hopefully.
No.
No?
You can do a normal strike on him, but it's not a full takeout because
right, okay.
you weren't right next to him. You did a half move, so you close to engage, and you can strike him. So you can do a normal strike on him.
Okay,
But
might as well do it on the guy that's awake then, so he can stay asleep in.
okie doke. In that case, you are striking at him, and the modifiers are.
One distraction.
You have one restriction because of the walls of the room.
One distraction.
No distractions. No, he's not an ally. You don't care if you hit him by mistake.
Right, okay, yeah.
So you are elevated, which is +1. And
Is he prone?
he was sitting up, rubbing his eyes.
I'd call that
So he is surprised. That's another +1. And he counts as kneeling, so that's another +2. So effectively, you are +4 against him, and he's got 0 armor points.
I rolled a 9 on a primary, so that's going to smash him, right?
Okay, roll your damage.
Let me just quickly double check what it is. I think it's D6 +1. I am using the.
Are you using Iwara?
I guess I'm just using Jujutsu.
In that
And-
case, Jujutsu is a throw or a grapple.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's
So
not
I'm using a
damage.
Temiwaza, and if I'm using a Temiwaza, then I'm using the Yawara, right? Okay, so what's the damage for the Yawara?
+2.
It's over here, +2, so it's D6 +2.
I believe you also get another +1 for your level, don't you, Tim?
D6 +3,
Yes, you-
right?
Yes, you do.
Because you're a
Yeah.
Bidoka.
Because you're a Budoka. So
that's
D6
6.
+3
6 damage.
on that one.
This one.
Okie doke.
Smack.
Fair enough. Righty ho. So going back around, Rat 4 will attempt to get this guy with his Sumoe again. Successfully. So he's got the guy even more wrapped up. Kosa, what do you wish to do? Sorry, Kinzo, what do you wish to do?
I'm going to charge up and thump him at the end.
Okay. Go for it. You charge up, and at the end of the round, you will get to beat him into submission. Kosa, what do you wish to do?
I'm going to take a step back, tell rat number 5 to go and take out the sleeping guy, and then go into the gambling den.
He can't do as good as you, boss.
do
He's
it.
only got
Let's do
sumo. Yeah, boss. Okay, right, fine. Fine. So you step there. He will step in there and get ready to go. Go all out on the guy next round. I'll just move that to there.
Just going to give him the Honda slaps.
Okie doke. I think that's it for you lot. So let's do the rest of the rabbits. So that guy basically was sitting up this round as you went for him. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. So. Okay, that's that. We've dealt with that. Da. 1 second. Okey-doke. I think that's it as far as we can go. Over to secondaries. Sorry, no, Yanagi's moved and the rats there have moved. Sorry, Yanagi and the rats here, what are you doing? Tomoe's moved back again. Well, since Tomoe's moved back and you're moving forward, they will move forward behind you. Still waiting for precise instructions, but hanging back is not something one does if one wishes to be acknowledged as worthy. Okey-doke. Over to second reactions then. So, since everybody's on the same second reaction apart from Yanagi, let's move round in order. So, Tomoe, do you wish to thrust at this guy again?
No, I think I just don't think the Naginata's working in the space because of the building. So I think I'm going to switch. Well, I think I have to drop the weapon, don't I? So that would be my secondary action, or she.
Which is the secondary. You can choose to sheathe it if you wish. Because you are not engaged by that guy, you are outside his engagement range. On a secondary action, you can choose to sheathe your weapon, and then on the primary action, you can draw your weapon.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that because I'm not getting through at the moment, and I'm stopping these guys as well from coming up and getting smashed. So I think that's best.
Well, the point is that the Naginata doesn't have a sheath, but
No,
what you do is you just carefully lay it down on the ground so it doesn't bounce into the water.
But isn't it? Haven't I been carrying it on my back like this time?
You carry it on your back. It's going to cause you problems going into any of the buildings, but you can carry it on your back.
For now.
Yes.
I'll do that.
I suggest she puts it on the floor because that's where it's safest.
Okay.
Is it? And then if I put it on the floor though, can I draw? Like, is that just one action? My secondary action.
That your secondary action. Well, you could actually drop it and draw a weapon. I would allow you to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Well, that's fine, but you run the risk that it'll bounce into the water.
Is that what's going to happen? Sorry, I remember.
It's not necessarily what is going to happen, but it might happen, and then you've got to.
There is a risk. You'd basically have to effectively chuck it forward to kind of land on the ground here, and there is a risk it might cause a problem.
Isn't it also a case by placing it down, you're respecting the weapon?
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to place it. I've trained with the Naginata, so I'm just going to
in that case, you lay down your weapon on the ground. Okay.
Which
Fair enough.
might work in our favour, depending on how he reacts to you putting your weapon down.
Welcome back, Tim. We're having audio issues, mate.
Can you hear us all?
I can, yeah. You all froze.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Apologies for freezing.
That's all right. That's all right.
Apologies, mate. I didn't mean to
Okay.
do that on you.
And this guy is going to attempt to parry, which allows him to move a yard. Oh, sorry, no. He can only move a yard if it's a primary action phase, so therefore... But he will still attempt to parry. Okay. So that may or may not... Well, that will certainly give him a bonus for, in parrying your weapon. Okay, and these two can't actually do anything apart from him waking up. Yanagi and the rats can't do anything. Okay, into the gambling den. Kyūryū, you have a secondary action on the Yakuza.
Yep. So I will just be making an attack roll again with half my skill, right?
Yep.
That's not going to do anything.
No. And he is going to attempt to grapple you. No.
Ha. I oiled myself before coming here.
And... What's going on? And this guy is going to attempt to break the... Actually, no, he's not. Because... Actually, no, he's going to try. Kinzo, he looks to have wrapped himself completely up. He tried to slip from the grip, and moving his arm allowed the Rat 4 to get him in a double Nelson. He's completely restrained.
So can you just say that I knock him out?
I believe on that basis, the fact that he's completely restrained, you are charging. I will allow you to make a roll. If you don't roll a 20, then you've knocked him out.
The incoming.
Anything but fumble.
Come on, Kinzo, you may as well do it now.
Do you not
know
know
it's-
What bonus do I get for him being held helpless?
No, if you don't roll a 20,
Yeah, anything
he's
but
out
a 20 is
completely.
doing it.
Anything but a 20.
You need a 19 or less.
Okay, that's not a problem.
You rolled an 18.
So Rat 4 carefully restrains
Oh,
him
no, he
so
never
that you
rolled an
can get
18,
the
he rolled an
Budo. Okay.
Well done, mate.
Well done.
Kiddo. Well, he's following your orders. You didn't order him to do that, but it's what you would have wanted him to do. Okay. Rat 5 isn't doing anything. Kosa can't do anything. I believe that is it as far as the secondaries are concerned. So it's back to the top of the round for the primaries. Tomoe, you are drawing another weapon. What weapon are you going to use?
Wakizashi.
Okay.
And
Do
so
you want to?
Sorry, go ahead.
Do you want to attempt to EI it?
Do you have EI Jutsu?
No,
No, you don't. You don't have
no.
EI Jutsu as a skill.
But she can quarter her sword BCS and attempt to roll an EI roll against that.
True, because that would give you a chance of hitting him nevertheless.
No, it's a matter of getting the sword out cleanly without them worrying about whether you hit him or not.
Okay, try your
wanna-
EI Jutsu roll. Try a quarter of your BCS for Kenjutsu. So that's 3. Sorry, a quarter of your BCS is going to be 2 plus your level is 3.
Okay, and so again, D20.
D20, yep. No. So you get your sword out, but not in enough time to be able to strike him.
Okay.
Okie doke. So that gives you 1 second. Righty-ho. That gives you your so that is a medium range weapon from memory.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So that is your action, which neatly. No, he can still move forward and engage you. Okay, so let's go count on going down. What are Yanagi and the 3 rats going to do on their primaries?
I shall take 2 steps, half BM8, and strike him with a Yuara and a Temiwaza.
Okay. He was going to be stepping forward to clear the door so his mate could get out. His
Are
mate
you,
didn't know what
are you rounding up or down on you half a BMA?
round down.
That's what I assumed. Yeah.
So
I end up at
you're still within range, but at -1. This guy didn't know he was going to do that, so therefore 1, 2, 3. And looking in, you can now see the rest of the hut. So let's just clear that. And then looking into the hut, you can see this guy getting up.
Okay.
Oh, another one.
Well, it was a guardhouse, you were warned.
Yep.
And so let's just get back on the right layer. So, as far as this area is concerned, what were you asking the rats? What were the rats to do? They were just following up,
They were following
waiting
up.
waiting further orders. Hit him, boss.
You
Stop.
just
Hit him.
extra muscle, just in case.
Pardon?
We had them as extra muscle.
But you're not using them.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay, so
Getting in the way.
this guy is going to attempt to strike Tomoe. -1.
Yes.
Well, that's what you'd like to see. Unfortunately, that is indeed a strike, Centurion. And Kizaru, from memory, does a d6 +1.
He has disgraced his family by striking a lady.
5. I'm sorry, his guts are bleeding because of that lady.
So can I double check? Does this come off my permanent hit points? When
You write it
hit?
as lethal damage.
Lethal damage.
Yeah, put the number of damage in that column.
5.
No, put it in the subdual damage.
Oh, subdual, is it? Sorry.
It's a Kisarego. Yeah, so
It's Kizaru, yes.
What's that?
Tobacco pipe.
It's an iron tobacco pipe.
Yeah, got you.
It's not a weapon, honestly.
Like the kosh that you get that's just like a really thin metal thing they extend in kosh, like one of them. Kosh, no, that's not the right word. Baton, like the baton, really, isn't it? Like a thin baton.
similar, yeah.
Yeah, a baton,
Similar.
a thin baton, basically.
Okie doke. So,
It's quite simple, lads. It's a £5 lump of iron.
yes. Okay. And Yanagi, you get to strike him. You got him in the flank, so you're +5.
I need to will saving throw to ignore the blokes who closed in behind.
Yeah.
So looking at 9, so I ignore all 3.
Nice.
Okey-doke. And you've just skillfully arranged it so you're ignoring the building as well.
Just about.
Okay. Oh, sorry,
Plus-
no, you got -1 for that building,
yeah,
-1 for his
okay.
armour, so that's -2.
Yeah, -2, so that puts me on a 13 for hit plus the 5, so 18. There you go.
No problem.
And keep it close, why not?
Yes, roll your damage.
And take 5 damage.
Righty-ho. There's no justice, I'm afraid, Tomoe.
Right.
Oh dear. Never mind. Okay, back in the rest of the building. This guy is going to attempt his Sumai. Oh, yes. Fine. So that guy is basically completely done. Serves him right for sleeping so much. Okey doke. Hang on a second. Right, so over in this building then, we have this guy trying to get up. We have this guy trying to get up. And Kyūryū, what are you doing?
I am going to bash. So this guy's now trying to get up. He's no longer sleeping. So they're both in the same state. Well,
Yes, both of them are trying to get up.
Well, I'm facing that guy, so I'm going to try and strike him again.
Okie doke.
Move back a hex first.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Yeah.
I was expecting the Van Damme double kick. Split
Yeah, that's
kick.
what I was
Well,
thinking as well.
if I thought I could get away with it, but I don't think I can. Like,
Okay.
I mean,
So
if
you're at optimum range, you're
That's got to be an
-1 from the
Ockenden.
I
room.
have got 2 attacks in a round. If I land 2 attack, if they both land, I'll flavour it like that after, like obviously. But yeah, I'm gonna attack him with my first attack on my primary. Yeah.
Okie doke, go for it.
Ow. No. Well, I don't know what is my.
Well, let's have a look at the
My
modifiers.
final BCS is 18 actually.
Okay, so you're elevated, which is +1. You got 1 restriction, so that's
19,
0.
So 18.
Okay, he's no longer surprised. He's effectively kneeling, so you're +2. And he's armor class 0, so you're a net +2 on your BCS.
So
What's your
hit him.
BCS?
18.
You've hit him.
Yeah.
Roll your damage.
Nice. D6 plus 3. Let's go. 5 damage.
5 damage it is.
So let's have that. That's a high kick in the side of the head, right? Just in case it knocks him out, and I get to do the other one. It's going to be the.
In that case, you only do 3
Oh
damage.
right, never mind. Yeah, because the damage bonus is coming from a weapon, isn't it? Yeah.
Unless you have prehensile toes that can use a Yawara.
There's not much chance of that. There's not much chance of the flavour anyway. So yeah, it's just the Yawara whack in the side of the head.
Okay.
Oh, pretty cool.
Kinzo, you are standing.
Still doing the
Rat
job.
4 is prone at the moment. Is going to stand up. So what are you doing, Kinzo? You can hear sounds of beating up coming from this room.
I'm going to turn round, step forward, and then belt the guy who's trying to get up, who's standing just behind Kyūryū.
Sounds like a
Which
plan.
which guy?
This fella.
That guy? No. There's a wall in the way.
Yeah, but they're made of paper. Does that...
This is true,
Well, you
but you
no.
can't see him.
Not here. This is not made of paper. This is out on the docks.
Also, there's so many auras there, it's quite hard to see that wall, to be fair.
You mean to
Yeah.
say that I turn around and I can see a wall?
You can see a wall. Basically,
there
there
is
is
a wall,
an
yeah.
opening here, and you can hear.
No, that's
noise
fine.
taking
In
place.
which case, I shall ignore.
Okay, so move your character as wherever your character's moving.
I shall move half a move over there, so you'll see what's going.
Okay, and you move half a move over there, and that reveals something that you can then take an action on. You see a guy getting up. Hang on. So that guy's getting up. You can continue moving if you wish. Because he doesn't have a weapon drawn, so therefore you can move up to there before you'd be engaged.
Would you ping that again?
Well, because he doesn't have a weapon out, effectively, and he's standing up, you can move up to right up next to him, or you can move to there, and okay, fair enough.
When I hit him,
Have you moved half your BMA?
yes.
Have you moved more than half your BMA?
Yes.
Yes.
So.
In that case, you can't hit him until you're secondary. Sorry, no, you can't hit him this
Until next
round. You can hit because you've more than closed.
No, that's fair enough. After all, I was a bit surprised to find him then.
Yes. Okay,
Strip
you can
over him.
also now see a little bit more. Like you can see. Hang on a second. And also,
Oh, another one.
another one.
Another one.
And you can also see there's an error in the sketch map that was given to you.
Oh.
He thought there was an access there. There isn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you mean from here to here?
Yes. You can't get.
Should be
Yeah.
a
He
thing
thought
there.
that he thought there was an access
Yeah.
out onto the docks there, and there isn't. Which it may or may not have affected your planning, but
We can bust a new exit out of even if it's not paper, it'll still be thin wood. We can bust an exit hole. Pretty sure between us.
Kosa, what are you doing? Are you going to risk moving your full BMA? Yes. So you can now look down the docks and you can make out vague shapes fighting at the end of the dock. It is quite noisy at the moment. Righty-ho. So, I think we're on to secondary actions. Actually, no. Yanagi's already done his primary, yes, so it's on to secondaries. So let's go on to secondary actions. You don't. So, Tomoe, you don't have a target.
No, but I know that second guy's. But no, I don't know that guy's in
You
there.
don't know that there's anybody else, no. Because you didn't see this guy leave out the back door, and you didn't see this guy because he's inside the shack.
But because I didn't see the guy leave, I think there's a second.
You did
I think-
hear a voice yelling from this direction. You know, what the hell's going on?
Are you pinging the map, Dave? Are you on the right
Yeah,
layer?
yeah. 'Cause
I'm not the right
seeing
there.
it.
My apologies. My
I
apologies.
was
Yes.
wondering where the ping was, didn't
Sorry.
see it.
You didn't see the guy leaving through the back door here. You didn't hear. You don't know there's a guy in there because he's inside the walls. But you did hear somebody yelling, "What the hell's going on?" from over there.
Okay, so I think because of that, I'd probably go and investigate.
Well, you can't on a secondary, but you can certainly rotate, and you'll pay attention in that direction. Can I have a
Yes,
wit
yeah.
saving throw from you?
Oh, my wit's not great. Is that a D20?
Yeah.
D20. Roll low.
Yeah.
Okay. You can hear the sound of combat. You can hear blood dripping from the guts of this guy, etc., etc.
Okay.
Fine. Nobody else can do a secondary over there.
Can I indicate?
Oh, sorry. My apologies. Yanagi, as a
he's-
secondary.
And I point and say a word.
Yes.
I'll point to my right and say Rat 3 or whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Point over that way.
Rabbit 3. Oh, well, rat 3. Right.
Yeah,
Fine.
Rat 3. Go that way.
Yep.
And I don't know whether Tomoe is looking, but my thought was to point her and direct her towards the brothel. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether she's
Well,
seen that because she's just turned away from me.
She's looking in that direction, certainly.
So she obviously saw me pointing. That was fine.
Yes. Yeah. Team A, we were on a telepathic level.
You just acted a lot quicker than I sent the message. That's all.
That's it.
Cool. Thank you, Dave.
Okie doke. Over in the rest of the building, I believe Kyūryū has a secondary action. Oh, sorry, no. I've got
Yes.
these two attempting to stand up on their primaries. That guy is engaged, and therefore he's attempting to change, to alter his position, so he needs a speed saving throw. In fact, both of them... no, because you... Yes, both of them count as engaged, because this guy is still within your engagement range, so they
Yeah,
both
yes.
need to make a speed saving throw.
One of them does,
Aha!
one of them doesn't, I guess.
This guy stands up. This guy doesn't. Okie doke. So, on secondaries, then you are attacking this guy again, presumably.
Yeah, same guy.
Okay. Roll to hit.
No.
No.
Ooh.
That's a fumble.
No, there's no fumbles.
No?
Oh, sorry, my apologies. Yes, it's a
fumble?
possible fumble. Yes, my apologies. It's a possible fumble.
Uh,
So you
Remember,
you-
it's a secondary, Dave. I think that's actually a
it's
fumble.
a secondary.
Yeah,
yes.
it's a fumble if it's my secondary, isn't it?
Your -1 restriction, and he's still armor class 0, so therefore, yeah, that is still a fumble. So
Yeah.
can I have a D20 roll from you for a fumble roll, please? A 20 would be nice.
No
Three.
special effect. Normal miss.
No normal miss. Drat.
Yeah, nice. That's about as good as a fumble gets, I think, eh?
It is. And he will attempt to pick up his Kizaru and fail.
Ha.
And the other guy will can't actually do anything on his secondary, unfortunately. This guy stood up on his primary and will follow to deal death, destruction, etc. And that guy is still in there. Okie doke. And I believe that's it for secondaries, so
Was it
Right,
round 5,
Maurice.
was it?
I'm not sure which round it was actually.
It was at least 5, I think. I'll find out later when I watch it.
Okie doke. So, Tomoe, what do you wish to do?
I'm heading towards the brothel.
Okay, because the planks are wider, you can go your full BMA, but it'll cost you one of your BMA to open the curtain.
Okay. So, I'll do that, or I'll head as much as I can.
Okay, what's your BMA?
5.
5.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 to open the curtain. 1 second while I reveal the fog of war.
Saying that, because of the length of her weapon, she could potentially open the curtain earlier than that if she wanted, couldn't she? She could do it from a distance if she wanted to.
Anticipation's killing him.
She's charging in. Death to
Just got a delay.
prostitutes!
Yeah. Got delayed reaction.
1 second while I just move some tokens from the...
Seventh layer of hell. Oh.
You can see 2 sleeping pallets with ladies of the night asleep on them. You can see a guy standing with his Kyūryū in hand, kicking a guy on the ground who woke up last round. So they are both awake, but this one is prone.
One
Okay.
nearest me is prone.
Yes. You've moved more than half your BMA, so you can't actually do anything else the rest of this round. And the actions this round, this guy was going to go round to here, got to there and, facing you. And this guy was going to stand up. So that is basically everybody's action for this round in that area.
Okay.
Okay, over to the shack. What are people doing intending to do in this shack? Rat 3 is going to follow your instructions and amble down to here. Yanagi is going to do what?
I think you're pinging the wrong layer again, but there you go.
Again, sorry.
It's easy done.
Hang on, let me just change my colour to black so it's more obvious.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rat 3 is intending to follow instructions to head down here. Yanagi, what are you doing?
2 followed Tomoe. 1 grabbed the Naginata as I step in here. Strike him.
Okay. Fair enough. So he will step forward and grab the Naginata, and he will go 1, 2, 3, 4. And stop there, just in case Tomoe wishes to come backwards. And this one will go. Hang on a second. Turn him that way. 1, 2. Hang on a second. This guy's got a Kyūryū, which I think is a medium range, so I should increase the size of his. Where is the list of weapons? Kyūryū is medium range, so he should have a larger arc. 9 foot. Save settings. That's it. So he will stop there. And he moved 1, 2, 3, which is half his BMA, so he will attempt to strike. And I believe he's rolled a 1. Followed by a 9. Dear. Which I believe is double damage plus special effect.
Is that rabbit still there?
Probably not. Oh, sorry, that rabbit was actually coming up. So, true. So he got to there. This guy was moved up to there. And they are both striking simultaneously.
Right.
So, 18 on a special effect is...
In the eye. Takes his eye out.
Got him in the eye. Oh dear. Well, let's roll his damage and see whether he takes him out on his damage anyway.
Who's this on
It's
rat
double
3?
damage. This is rat 3 hitting the guy on the
Oh,
planks
it's rat
in
3
front
hitting
of
him. Nice.
Yeah, I thought it was the other way round. I was like, oh no. Yeah.
So
I thought we
D6
just lost
plus
the
one
henchmen.
doubled. So that's 3 doubled. So that's 6 on him.
6 and an eye.
Well, it's 6 to start with. Let's put it that way.
So is it instantly blind in one eye?
Halves his
So-
deafness, I think.
Nice. Like forever, eh?
So 1 to 3, it's his left eye. Right eye. Okay. Deafness reduced by 50%. And it does 2d10 critical damage.
Oh. 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 Ho.
15.
Ho ho ho.
15.
On top of the original, however many. 6. 21 damage.
Yes. That guy, Link. And luck roll. Okay. In that case, let's give him. He falls back. He was about. He bounces off one of the planks, and it looks like he was going to go into the water, and then he lands on the intersection, with his head hanging over the side, but clear of the water. But he's out. Okay. However, simultaneously, he got to strike at Rat 3.
Yeah.
Time low. Hey.
He saw this Kizaru approaching his eye and flinched. Hey. Dear oh dear. Okay, over to the end of the pier.
Yeah. That guy there.
Kosa. Sorry.
Hang on. I'm not struck, but this guy gets to strike at me if he's up and ready before I get in the building. Because I'm only on a 7, but he's on a 10.
Yes. In that case,
Assuming he's on his feet already.
He's on his feet and he's picked up his Kizaru, so he's not able to strike because he's used his action to pick his Kizaru.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Well, I've got my strike when I get there.
Kosa, what are you doing?
Sprinting down the thingy.
Roll twice, move twice your BMA then.
Okay.
Okay.
What are they doing? What are they doing?
Okay. Can I just... As you sprint down the docks... Somebody emerges from that doorway. Kind of... wondering what the hell's going on.
I that case, can I stop a bit short when I see him?
Yes, if you wish.
The brakes
I'll
on.
stop a bit. Stop.
Yeah.
Oh, enemy.
Fair enough. Can I have a wit saving throw from you?
And indeed.
Nice.
Oh, yes, thank you. Happens occasionally.
He just has a loincloth on, and there are no signs of any Irizumi.
Fair enough, it's just the average stevedore.
He's quite well muscled, mind you, but no signs of any Irizumi.
Go back indoors, mate.
Nothing
Nothing to see here, go back
There's
indoors.
nothing to do.
You didn't see
These are
nothing, right?
we are not the Yakuza you are not looking.
Yeah, you didn't see nothing. You ain't see nothing, right?
Okay, and in the house. Okay.
Hold on, Dave.
So-
Can we do Rat 10 first?
Oh, sorry. Rat 10. Which one's Rat 10?
We don't have rat 10, we've got 5. 5 rats.
Yeah, 3.
Where?
Five's
Where?
supposed to be moved.
Rat 5,
sorry.
it's ready.
Oh, Rat 5.
Yeah, so he's just moving up that way. I told him to go into the gambling thing, so
No, he isn't.
moving that way.
Just go round.
He's in there another round.
Oh, okay. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, is he looting, is he?
No, he's killing them.
I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
I don't care. He's taking him out. That's all
Remember
I
this
told him. I
guy's
said, take him
remember this
out.
guy's a gangster. He's not just doing little
I know he is, yeah. I'm not bothered.
strained necks.
I'm not
He's
bothered.
going.
He's taking him out. That's all I was bothered about. Not with the enemy. Wants to put his hands in their pockets on the pocket.
Fair enough. Rat 4 seemed to be taking his time getting up as well.
I've accidentally stabbed him. Look.
What's the name of the old twist and break action? I think there is a martial arts term or a slang term for twisting somebody's neck until it doesn't go any further, until it goes a bit more than it's supposed to.
Mhm.
Regardless, okay. So Kyūryū and the guy facing him are fighting. Kinzo is facing off against this guy, unless he wishes to step back one, because he is aware that that guy's got up behind him. So, what do people want to do?
Oh, I'm attacking.
I'm actually going to attack the guy, then step back one.
Okay. That guy. Sorry. Okay. So the guy behind you is picking up his weapon. This guy is going to attack you and step back one as well. The guy facing Kyūryū is going to step to here and attempt to strike him to let his mate get up and attack you in the flank, he says, hopefully. So let's see what happens then. So Kinzo striking versus his opponent is a hit.
Take 9 points of
Right.
pain.
Nice.
Ooh. He will strike back at you, or attempt to. And that is a hit. But unfortunately, he hasn't got his Kizaru, so it's just a straight 3 points of damage. Subdual. And he stepped back one.
You're going to pay for that.
Not if they can get to you first. Right, Kyūryū versus your guy.
I'm going to be trying to smack him.
He's going to try to smack you, and that's a success.
So, right, let's see what happens here first before I do anything.
And that is
Oh,
7 points of subdual damage.
yeah.
And the guy across the room will try and stand up. And that is... Is that going to be enough? For him, yes. So he is now standing. And Kyūryū, strike back. That's a hit. Roll your damage.
4 damage. It's +3? Yeah, it's +3.
Yeah.
4 damage.
Fair enough. Righty hos. So, this guy's now moving forward, and will stop outside engagement range to await instructions. And this round, there is actually movement. This guy appears and gets to there. Okay. That is it for primaries, apart from Yanagi.
I shall roll and hit him then.
Roll to hit him.
Oh, unlucky.
That figures.
Oh, no.
You were surprised. Roll
I
your
was surprised.
effect. Another d20. So that's a 14.
That's
Attacker
a fall-
falls down
fall
and
down
suffers
and stunned.
a
Yeah.
stun special effect. Okie doke.
It was
So
all
you
going
forfeit any
so
available
well
action phases and all next round. So basically, you are passive.
Yep.
Okie doke. And I believe that is it for primaries. Okay. Over to secondaries. So let's run through in order. So over on the top of the docks, the two guys in the brothel and Tomoe basically used all their actions up in moving. So they can't do anything. Rat
I-
2.
Sorry, Dave. Can I ask? Do I know if these are yakuza or if they're like the dock workers?
It's a brothel. And this guy in front of you is wielding an iron tobacco pipe. That
Right,
guy was
okay.
obviously sleeping in the brothel and not with one of the ladies of the night. So presumably he is something to do. He may just be staff. Could be an innocent clerk. Who knows?
Okay.
You forgo your innocence when you work for gangs, when you work in organised crime. Like, even if you're a clerk
Quite
for them,
simple,
you're not
Tomoe. When he
innocent.
tries to hit you, he'll be an enemy.
That's also a good
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
It's just about
Uh,
whether or not to use the like we're talking about not using lethal damage with the dock workers.
Look, he's a scummy yakuza. All right, stab him in the
Yeah,
gut.
yakuza.
Testings all over the place.
Hey.
Well, I don't want to be constantly switching weapons, but I'm just thinking we're in quite close quarters, and I do have a close range weapon.
Might be
So
tackle
whether or
time.
not,
No, stick with the wakizashi. You can always move back a hex before you strike.
yeah, okay.
Okie doke. So over here, Rat 2 can't do anything. Rat 1 is now holding a Naginata. So 1 second while I just select that and move it. Rat 3 is somewhat pleased with what he's done. And this guy is somewhat surprised to see you hurl yourself on the floor and bang your head on the wall, and will take advantage.
Quite clearly, trying to give too many instructions to other people and not paying attention on my footwork.
Yeah.
Okay, what bonuses does he get for you being passive and prone?
Oh, well,
so
Plus
that's
10.
likely to hit.
Yeah.
so he's basically -1 for the distraction. He's +1 for elevated. And yeah,
It's not enough to.
5.
He's not got enough advantage to critical, but he's got plenty enough to hit. So.
Oh yes, so he's hit but not critical.
Yeah.
So take 5 points of subdual damage.
Okay.
And on to the rest of the gang. Kinzo and his opponent have backed out of each other's range. And Kyūryū versus his opponent. Sorry, I forgot to adjust his, so he's up to there. So he's -1. Does he make a will saving throw? No. So -1, -2, and attempts to hit you, Kinzo, Kyūryū.
Oh.
But is it a critical? So he's 10, 12, 6. 5, and your armor class 3. He needs a 2 to hit you.
Ho, ho, ho.
So I
Maybe-
don't think that's a critical.
Uh,
You mean he needs a 2 to crit me?
it could be.
2 to, oh, hang on, 2 to 14. A roll of 1 is a critical success. It was only if it was he needed a 1, then he'd need a BCS roll. So it is a critical. Okie doke. So let's see whether he throws himself to the ground. And oh no, that's not him, is it? So D10. A 7 is a special effect. Roll a D20. An 11. Target knocked back 1 yard and stunned. So you will be knocked back one round, and you lose next round.
I'm stunned.
Yes, but at least you're not prone. And you take 3 points of subdual damage.
Okay.
Okay. So you are stunned, so you lose next round. As is Yanagi, who loses next round. Sorry, I forgot to add that. Okie doke. So that's that. Kyūryū, did you want to strike at your opponent on your secondary attack
Absolutely.
before he stunned you? Now, it might be a mutual kill. Who knows?
No, not with that roll.
Not with a 19. Okay. And that's it, as far as that is concerned. Okay. Start of next round. So, I think I need declarations of intent for everybody. Tomoe, what do you intend to do?
Yeah, just like attack these guys in the brothel.
Okay, are you going to step back 1 to get to optimum range?
I was planning to, if I know there's the rat number 2 behind me, as long as that's not a problem, or too much of a problem, I mean.
Okay, well, I mean, if he sees you backing towards him, he's going to back away from you, which is why he kind of stopped. So he will back away from you. Rat 1 is going to step back with his with your Naginata, and this guy will step forward and do something. Okie doke. Great. No, hang on a second. He saw what happened in there, so he's going to put the Naginata down and step 1 hex in that direction. Actually, no. Hang on a second. He's not particularly fussed about that. What's his... No. He's going to drop your Naginata successfully and run in and engage this guy. So that's... so he can't actually attack him, but he's going to engage him. So hopefully divert him from attacking Yanagi. So 1 second while I just put the Naginata back on the deck.
I thought that, honestly, all this time I thought that was like a line of intent, like direction intent for some reason, not the
Oh no,
Naginata.
that's the Naginata. It's just to remind me there's a Naginata lying on there. So
Okay.
somebody on one of those hexes is on treacherous ground because there's a butt underneath them, or at this end a sword blade.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what he's going to do. This Yakuza was going to be walloping Yanagi this round. In here, Kosa, what's your intent?
Run up there and turn left.
Okay, so you're going to ignore him, and you're going to run up to where and turn left? Here? Or
I'm
here?
going to turn left there. Turn left there, where you've signalled. First one.
Oh.
First one you picked.
Oh, the first one. Okay. Fair enough. Dum-ti-dum-ti-dum. Righty-ho. I know what he's doing. Over here, Kinzo, what are you doing?
I'm going to step back 1 hex and prepare to repel an invader.
Okie doke. Right, these two were going to... this guy was going to move forward 1. This guy was going to move to... half move to here. In the hopes that he could engage you, but you've moved behind the wall so he can't. Okay, so we may as well do that. He's moved to there. And can't engage you, and he stepped forward 1 and can't engage you. So that settles that. Okay. This guy is standing up, which he can do because Kyūryū is stunned, and this guy is going to step to here and club a Kyūryū again. And that guy is going to stay where he is for the time being and await instructions. And this guy, 1, 2, 3, moves further up there as instructed. Okay, so Kosa, you successfully run forward, and because this guy isn't attempting to stop you, and this guy disappears back into his shack. Appears to be making kind of pacific gestures towards you. You know, hands up, you know, not involved. I saw nothing.
I'm ignoring him.
Okay, so up
I know
here,
nothing.
Tomoe, you were stepping forward. Sorry, so stepping backward 1.
Yep.
This guy was stepping backward 1 and making a speed saving throw. Okay, and luck roll. Oh dear. This guy steps on the haft of the Naginata as it kind of rolls to a stop and falls over.
Oh dear. Does he land on the body of the Yakuza?
Well,
He probably does actually.
I got 2
Yeah,
1s in it. Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. And this guy steps back to allow this guy to join in the fight as well. And that guy picked up his Kizaru. So let's...
By by stepping back one, have I used? Was that my primary action?
No, you can move one and attack. So basically, you and the Yakuza both moved back one. You can both attack. You're at -1 for the range. He's at -1 for the range.
Right.
So
Okay.
let's just see what's involved in the various minuses. So you are at -1 for the range. You got 1 restriction from the building, and you have 1 distraction from that guy. So try making a will saving throw.
That's a D20, isn't it?
D20, yes. Your will saving throw is what, 4? So
Yeah.
you don't manage to ignore him. So that's -1, -2, -3. Okay. So you are -3 on your chance to hit him. He is in 2-point armor. Sorry, well, yeah, you can only go for him because you can't actually. Despite this guy moving back, the fact that you moved back, he's no longer able to get you. You can't get through the doorway.
Right.
So this guy's in 2-point armor, so it's -1, 2, 3, -5 on your BCS. So roll your D20. So that's an 8. If you have a BCS of 13, you would hit.
Yeah.
Your BCS is 12.
Nice.
Oh. Yeah.
One short.
No.
1 shot. Not a problem. He will attempt to strike you. Unfortunately, he's got a lot more problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, will saving throw for him? No. 8. So he has a -8 on his roll. There's a lot more people in that shack, and he misses you. Okay, so that's the primaries over there. Primaries over here. This guy was striking Yanagi with his primary. That's not stopped by Ratto 1. So he will strike at Yanagi and hit, doing another 4 points of subdual. That guy's done his action. Kinzo and Yakuza don't have anything to do. Okay, over here, this guy strikes at Kyūryū.
Dave, we might have to check just because other Dave was AFK. We have to remind him how much damage his character just took.
Yeah, I was back for that. I've updated it. 4
nice.
points.
Okay,
Thanks,
cool.
Oliver.
You're all good.
Okay.
Cool.
And I'm terribly sorry, I've just rolled another 1.
Oh, who's that one?
You.
Oh my days.
That's why he's saying sorry to you.
That's a 3, which I believe is double damage. So that is for 8 points of subdual damage, Kyūryū.
Thanks very much, mate. Love you too.
Not at all. I'd be quite happy to do that all the time.
I can only do that 1 or 2 more times.
Yes. Okie doke. And that is it, because this guy stood up and can't do anything else. And that is all the primaries, I believe. Over to secondaries. Okay, going through the list again. Tomoe, you're facing off with your Yakuza friend. A secondary attack for you. Roll your d20. You're much more likely to hit him than he is you. So, your BCS is 11, halved is 5, plus your level 6. You are -2 for his armor, -3 for the building. So, no, you don't stand a chance of hitting him on that. So, he attempts to strike you. May always roll a 20, but he misses you. In here, in the building, the Yakuza thinks that he's probably better striking at Yanagi rather than the guy who's just run in. So he's going to go have another go for Yanagi. Okay, so that
I think so.
is. Well, Yanagi is prone and passive, so that's plus 10. What's you're wearing 2 points of armor, Yanagi? Yes.
Yes, 2 points.
Okay, so 6, 5, 16. He's superior. He's just hit you.
Oh.
So that's another 7 points of subdual.
Ooh.
Okay.
And you are no longer stunned. But you might be unconscious, of course.
No, not quite yet.
Okay.
I'm no longer stunned as well now, though.
Well, hang on. We've got the secondaries in here yet. This Yakuza is going to strike at you again.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Misses, and the other Yakuza is striking at you for the first time. And there's a possibility. So, distraction and restriction. No bonuses there. Your plan. 9. He needs a 6. What did he roll?
3.
Yes. So that's a successful strike. So take another 6 points of subdual.
Ooh,
And you are
can't-
no longer stunned.
Yeah, I'm almost knocked out, though.
Yep. Well, we get on to
much
declarations of intent for primaries next time.
How much health do you have left?
3.
Oh gosh. Quick massage. No.
Okie doke.
There's rat.
Don't think it works.
Did you move rat 5, Dave?
Pardon?
Oh, yeah,
Dave,
rat
did
5.
you move rat 5?
Oh, rat
Move
5.
First beginning to gambling out.
1, 2, 3, 4. So rat 5 got to there. Okie doke. So, declarations of intent for next time. You are continuing to run, Kosa?
Oh, I'm checking it carefully on the next bit because it's quite narrow. I'm
Yeah.
continuing in that direction. Yes.
Yeah. One plank, I'm afraid.
One.
You are definitely kind of half moving it. So it'll take 4 of your BMA to cross. 2 of your BMA to cross that. Then you're back down to 1 BMA.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll keep walking.
So you're
One muscle
walking.
move, 'cause
Yes?
it's fine then.
Okay.
2,
So you're
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
okie doke. Right. And okay, declaration of intent up here. Tomoe, what do you wish to do?
Well, I think even though I don't seem to be able to hit anything, but at least I'm blocking them from getting to anybody else at the moment. So I think I'm going to stay where I am, and trying to fight with these 2 guys at the moment, whilst Rat 2 is recovering from the slip. And the
Okay.
naginata.
Rat 2 is going to stand up this round. Rat 1 is going to attack the Yakuza. Yanagi, what are you going to do? Try and stand?
Yes. What's my negative for something like a leg sweep from the ground on that guy?
As far as that is concerned, if you are prone, you're -5.
Yeah.
And you're -1 because he's above you, so you'd be a -6 for that.
Okay. I will attempt, if I may, to use speed to get to my feet as a 0 and then strike him.
Well, your combat action for change, for alter position, that's a primary option. So that's your whole action, and it's a speed saving throw because you're engaged.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I need to get to my feet.
Okay. That guy. Odd, he carries on for Yanagi, even he goes for the rat. He goes for the rat. Kido, I know what he's doing. Right, these guys have seen Kyūryū just staggering. So basically, Rat 4 is going to charge forward and push him out of the way and charge into this room.
Hey, what a hero.
Okay?
Yep.
Well,
Good job,
basically,
mate.
you spent one entire round kind of getting
Getting
bonked.
battered, yeah. I'm very black
It's
and
really
blue.
Okay. This Yakuza and this Yakuza are both going to try and strike Kyūryū. Kinzo, what's your action? Are you going to just await further developments?
I'm going to wait for the guy I can see to come to me, but I'm going to actually bosh the guy who's coming around the corner because he'll get to me first.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Well, this guy was actually going to step to here to see what the hell's going on, and hang on, is it there? Let me just check and see. He was there. So yes, so he's stepping to there. And this guy is going to step to... Hang on a second.
They're going to collide with each other, not care.
Yes, he's not. He's actually going to step back. So he will actually... Yes, I know. Control Z. I moved the map by mistake because I couldn't see where the wall was because all the auras were blocking it out. So back to the token layer. So he is going to step back because his boss is there. Don't argue with the boss. Okie doke. So if he sees you there, he will engage you. And that guy is just observing to see what the hell's going on because he only stepped in last round. Okay, and I think we've dealt with Kosa, haven't we? So back to the order of things then. So.
You never asked my intentions.
Oh, sorry. What are your intentions?
Well, I'm thinking.
Collapse in a dignified heap.
No, well, can I attack and then move back?
You can attack and then step back one. Yes.
And,
Well, actually, he's got to stand up first.
No, he wasn't knocked to the
wasn't knocked
ground.
down,
He was just stunned.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he wasn't frightened.
So I can attack and then step back one, but if I do, they're still going to be able to move forward and attack me anyway. Saying that, if, it doesn't matter where I move, they could chase me down. So yeah, my intention is to make an attack and then step back one with the intentions. I see Rat 4 moving forward. I'm going to try and let him in.
You are not at optimal range. They are at optimal range. So their intention was not to step forward because they would block each other in the doorway.
Yeah,
So.
but I can't step back more than one.
No.
So my intention is just to move this round then.
Okay.
Move and then throw a shuriken.
No. You can attack. Well, you have to drop your Yawara if you're going to try and pull out a shuriken.
That's fine.
So you're going to drop your Yawara, and
Pull a
so
shuriken
this is
and
the
step
primary
back.
action. So effectively, you're dropping your Yawara and drawing a shuriken. So you would need to make a deafness saving throw
Can we do that now?
to successfully do that. Okay, well
Do
let's
we
go
do
round
that
in
now,
order.
or just that's intention?
No, that's the intention.
Okay. And I can still move up to half my movement rate and throw it, can't I?
No,
No? Or
you're
can we move?
engaged.
Oh,
So therefore you can only move one.
I can't get that. Well, most of my intention is to move out of engagement of everybody here. That's my main intention.
Well, you're not going to move out of engagement because their engagement range is 3. Yours is only 2.
Yeah, but if I move back to there, for example, I'm out of them.
Yes, but that's more than 1.
Yeah, so my intention is to move this round then.
So you're going to turn and flee.
No, I'm not going to turn and flee. I can walk backwards 3-4 hexes.
If you have a look at the combat actions,
yeah,
you are engaged, and
so
therefore you're limited
disengage is
as
an
to what you
action.
can do. Disengage is not an action. Turn and flee is an action.
No, I'm going to attack and then step back 1 then. I'm just going to continue to attack with my Yawara
Yep.
and then step back 1.
That's fine.
Hope for that lucky roll.
Okie doke. So, going back to the top and working through, Tomoe, your strike on the Yakuza. Roll
Yep.
a d20. Let's see whether it's worth checking. This is... sorry, this is secondary actions,
No.
isn't it?
Ooh.
Right.
No, we're at the
Sorry,
top-
we've had
we're at-
secondary
we're at
actions.
the
This is
top of a
top
new
of the
round,
round.
yeah.
My apologies. Okay,
Yeah.
so you rolled a d20 and you got a 20. Let's see. Let's hope you don't drop your wakizashi over the water.
Is this
yes.
not for my? If I'm being cheeky, is this not for my ignoring? my
Oh, true.
distractions?
Yeah, okay, fine. You can use that for ignoring your distraction.
Ah,
All right.
nice.
Okay.
So therefore, because you fumbled it, you double your distractions. No. I will
Okay,
not
so
be
that was
cruel.
that was my will
honestly.
saving throw, wasn't it?
I'm too kind. Okay, that was your will saving throw, which failed. Roll to strike. I bet you roll a 1 now. No,
No.
you roll a 10.
So,
Okay, so you're -1 for the range, -1 for the restriction, -1 for the distraction. So that's a net -3. He's 2 armor points. You're net -5. So I don't believe that's a successful hit. You'd
No,
need a BCS
no.
of 15. Okay, so you
Yeah.
missed.
I don't think I'm doing
Okay.
any good doing this.
It's all right. He gets even more negatives than you do. And he rolled a 9 and he missed. Right. So that guy moves to the doorway and starts shouting.
So can I? Because obviously I'm like I just can't seem to hit anything. So
You
Is it
can
better for
move
me-
1 back if you wish.
I was going to say better. So what's happening with Rat 2 now? I think it'd be better for me to provide support and
Okay.
have like to the guys that are with us. So is he now stood? Because he obviously was prone before, wasn't he?
He's
when
now
he
stood up.
slipped?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think I would kind of, can I like signal to him to say, why don't you come ahead, basically?
Well,
and give him
unfortunately,
a-
only one of you at a time can cross the bridge.
Oh, okay.
It's only 1 hex wide.
So can I step back now then? Or after
can
I've
step- you
made
can-
my
You can step back if you wish.
yes, please. So I'll step back.
Okay, so you are now disengaged. That means next turn, if you wish, you can charge across the bridge and get into the building. You're
Yeah.
no longer limited only being able to move 1 hex. Okay.
Am I allowed to signal to rat number 2, because I'm obviously not making any kind of headway here, to kind of let him go ahead?
Well, you can next round you could step out of the way and let him charge across, or you could both charge across. There's no reason
I
why
still
you
in
couldn't
his-
both charge across.
Am I still in his way, Dave, at the minute?
At the moment, yes, because
Yeah,
you're
okay.
you're partially on the bridge.
Okay.
Righty ho. So he will do what you tell him next round. Okay, in the shack we have Yanagi attempting a speed saving throw to stand up.
Well, not yet. The other 2 get to go first. They're on 10s.
Oh, true. My apologies.
I'm on 7. Just
And he's going for the Yakuza this time. So
Yeah.
that's a D20. That is a hit. Doing D6 plus 1. Well, for goodness sake. This is obviously
taking all the good
professional.
ones.
This is obviously professional courtesy. They're minimising the damage on their fellow Yakuza. Okay. So that is...
You spotted the Union tattoo in amongst the rest.
Yeah.
He's in the Yakuza Union. He's like, oh, go easy on him.
Oddly enough, your Yakuza do not have any sleeves on. They are displaying their Irizumi.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
Okay. Right. So, and your Yakuza going for him is a miss. You may as well do your speed saving throw now, Yanagi, to try and stand up.
No, not a chance.
Okie doke. And then this guy is turning and moving back. 1, 2, 3. And looking for instructions. Or to see what's going on. Ah, you're wanting to charge across the bridge. Right, fine. We will charge across the bridge. Okay, back in the house, or the gambling den. So, we have various things going on simultaneously. Kinzo is striking at this Yakuza. Kinzo, you actually get to strike first because you expected him to come round the corner. If you can take him out in one blow, be my guest.
All better.
Well, that's a hit, but it's not taking him out in one blow.
Oh, I won't expect it.
Well, you might have rolled a 1, followed by a 20.
Yeah, okay.
1, 10, 20. Okie doke. And so therefore he gets to strike at you. And so that's -1, -2. Your armor class 2, so that's -4. No, that's not a hit.
Actually, I'm armor class 4, Dave.
Oh, you're armor class 4. Of course, yes, fine.
Your armor class plus your level, isn't it?
Yes.
My armor class is actually 4 as well, sorry.
Right, well, that didn't help you in the criticals, I'm afraid. Okie doke. So, you get to strike at...
Dave, did he step forward?
He stepped 1 to there, so he stepped 1. So you are both at optimum range. Sorry, no, you're not at optimum range. Neither is he, because he is not using a Kizaru.
Okay, that's fine.
But he does have Yawara in his hands.
Cheating scumbag.
Well, he is the boss in charge of the gambling house, so you would expect him to be competent. Right, so Kyūryū, you are going to attack your friendly neighborhood Yakuza in the hopes that you could do that and then get out of the way before
That's the plan.
he knocks you unconscious. So go roll to hit.
Final BCS is 18, so...
So you are currently -1 distraction. Make a will saving throw to avoid the distraction.
Six is let me have to check that.
I doubt very much that's a will saving throw.
Base saving throw is 4.
Yeah. So you're -1, -2 because of the doorway. He's armor class 0, so you're net -2.
So I made it.
You made it.
Nice damage, let's go. Takes 7 damage.
9. No, oh, sorry, my apologies. 7.
Yeah, d6 plus 3.
Okay.
Plus 2 plus my level plus 3, so take 7 damage. Does that take him down? Please say it does. Yes.
But he gets to strike at you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
class
your
4.
armor. So he's -1 restriction. Does he ignore the distraction? No. So that's. So he's a net -6. So that is a miss.
Nice. Also, I'm moving there when I'm attacking. I'm doing the opposite of
No,
moving away.
you said you were moving away. Therefore, you're moving away.
Oh, okay. I had changed my mind, but I didn't say yet. I was going to save it for a surprise. I was going to do a Superman punch and move in. Because I want to try and restrict this guy. I'm thinking, might as well try and restrict him. Just get in there and about it. But I'll move back.
Well, no,
That was my
you
original intention.
declared what you were going to do, so
you
therefore
did make
you
us
moved
declare
back.
intention. I did say that, so that's fair.
Yes. But
Got
before
him,
you move back, the other guy's going to try and strike you. I forgot to update that because he picked that up. And he attempts to strike you and misses. You successfully move back.
Yes.
That guy doesn't have to push you out of the way, but he rushes in.
Nice.
And because he's only moved half his move, he can actually strike Yakuza for the Yakuza that's still standing.
Nice.
Hang on a second. No, he'd have gone for the one he could see. So basically, he got to there and tried to strike that guy, and he was already going down.
Fair.
Okay, so that is in there, and this one is going to move over to there. Hang on a second. Move to front. So he's basically moving to there. And attempting to strike at this guy who's in the doorway as well. And misses. Okay. And I believe that is it for primaries.
I'm just moving up to this doorway, Dave, and looking in.
Okay.
Is the doorway there? Or there? There.
Hang on a
Have
second.
a look in. Yeah,
Let
in
me-
around.
Okie doke. The doorway is here. Let me just
There's it, alright.
remove the cloud.
Remove the darkness.
I'm not going
Reveal a
to.
huge.
I'm not going to bother putting the tokens on, but basically you see a man, a woman, and 2 little kids huddled up in the corner. The kids have got their
Okay.
hands over their ears, etc.
Okay.
Citizens,
Crying.
leave them.
Sorry. Sorry about that.
My bad.
Nothing to see here.
Okie doke. And 1 second, I just need to do something else. Okay, and I'm just doing some other things on the GM layer which you can't see. But it will be a pleasant surprise when you do find out, I suspect. Or maybe not. Well, I mean, pleasant surprise in all that available Budo, for example. Okay, so secondary actions, I believe. We have Tomoe and the Yakuza over here don't have any secondary actions because they've all withdrawn, etc. Yanagi.
Dave, can I ask? I wanted to switch my weapon, so I want to use a Tanto. Can I sheath the Wakizashi that I've got at the minute?
You can sheath it because you're not engaged.
Yeah.
But you would then need to use a primary action to draw another action to draw your Tanto.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Okay. So you can always do that next round. Okay. So you
Can I move at all, or
no? This is a secondary action. So
Okay.
basically, you sheath your weapon. And you no longer have an engagement range. Well, you actually do because you could use your hand to hand, but at the present moment, I've just taken it off. Okay.
I also want to say that at this point, Tomoe will be saying a few expletives that she picked up by being around the guys. So
She never
It's
learned
all right.
class. That was from the sailors. Don't blame us for that.
yeah,
And the two Yakuza kind of fighting over Yanagi's body will exchange blows. So my guy, your guy. Ooh. So that's 1, 2, 3. One point of damage on Yakuza number 8. Who is so far undamaged. And then back in the house, we have secondary actions from Kinzo, the Yakuza, and the other Yakuza. So, Kinzo, well, let me roll for my guy first. Rolling at Kinzo. You are armor class 4.
Yeah, 2
He
pluses.
is not making his will saving throw, so therefore he's a net -6. So that is a strike, doing
Oh.
10 points of dual damage to you.
Ouch.
Which is a bit of a giveaway as to what he is. Okie doke. Evenly matched, maybe. And you striking him back.
Has he got any form of armor class, Dave?
He is AC 2.
Does that include his?
He's wearing a loincloth, and he is AC 2.
I need to make a will save by 2.
Yep. Well, you've got 2 within your radius, yes. So you need to avoid a will saving throw to avoid 2. Whoa! Whoa!
well done.
Bravo.
Personally, I think you should have avoided the will saving throw and just rolled to hit. But Tomoe rolled a 20
I have
on her
done.
will
I do
saving throw.
10 points of damage to you.
No, you said that was a will saving throw. So
I've already rolled to hit, and I hit armor class 3, which is why I need to make the saving throw by 2.
if it hasn't come through,
It has. I can see it. Just
I don't
above
see
your.
Oh, above my rolls.
Oh,
Damn.
above it.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you successfully hit.
That's why I
Okay.
labelled macro.
Fine. So, he take. That.
That looks like 2 roundhouses together. That does.
So that's 16. Sorry, no. 6 damage. Sorry, 10 damage. So that's yes. Okie doke. So, yes, fine. Great. Secondary attacks here. We have this guy versus this guy. So, oh, sorry, no, apologies. This guy will attempt to strike him on his secondary attack and miss. And then we have my guy against Rat 4. Miss. My guy against
Secondary.
the Yakuza. Missed. That is it. Back to primaries and declarations of intent.
Well, we're
How
half
much
an
longer
hour.
are you going to go?
Yeah, we're half an hour
I
over
think-
our
I
run
think-
time.
I think this is, as you say, the best time to cease fighting.
Yeah.
The
Pause.
battle is raging. Various dock workers are staying put.
And it's very finely balanced at the moment, I think.
Yes. Well, we were kind of romping it, and then they started getting some crits, and we started getting some fumbles, and it's kind of swung that way a little bit. But
Yep.
I think we might swing it back. Maybe we're on the front foot again. We'll look. I don't know. We'll see. I've got 3 hit points.
Tune in next week for more Perget's Adventures of Tintin.
Yeah, tune in next week for part 2 of Rumble on the Docks, folks.